see the usual gang of misfits and dope addicts are here.
Brian and Holiday texted in from Holiday and said, good morning from Holiday.
Good Lord, that takes me back.
Because
on
this day in 1945, George Biondo, the bass player,
Biondo,
would be a good magician.
I am the great Biondo.
Was born.
The guitarist, what was his last name? He had a really strange last name as well. There's Mars Bonfire is in the band. Oh, Michael Monarch.
The mighty monarch.
John Kay said to the Wall Street Journal, why the Wall Street Journal was interviewing John Kay, I don't know. He said, no, that song was not about drugs.
Really?
It was not about drugs. Well, he said, now, I may have smoked a joint the night before me and Monarch got the idea for the song, but it wasn't about drugs.
Aren't they all about drugs?
It was about nothing else but drugs.
Yeah.
Magic Carpet
How could you say that's not about drugs, that song?
They did a song called, which we can't play on the radio.
Oh, really?
The Pusher. Because
that's drugs for sure.
Because they sing GD, the Pusher Man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite a powerful song, but we can't possibly play it because Steppenwolf, they had their moment, that's for sure.
You said it takes you back. Tell me where it takes you back.
Well, there was me and Monarch was smoking a joint. I mean, it takes me back to.
No, I just wanted you to describe that time in your life.
It was a time of experience and experimental.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
those
that kind of
times
stuff.
I've never had.
Yeah, that kind of. It was. These are, they. You just wanted to get on your hog and ride.
Mm-hmm.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Like that, yeah.
Yep.
Looking for adventure.
Adventure. This is everything.
And whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of the guns and explode into space.
Man.
Not about drugs, though. No.
You think about like Dennis Hopper and.
Yeah, it's. It says here, Carrie, in the fictional Star Trek universe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Zephyrin Cochrane.
Don't say fictional to Carrie.
Oh, excuse me.
Believe me. Oh, believe me.
I don't know why it says here fictional.
I'm never going to get there.
No.
All right. Oh, it's Zephyrin Cochrane listened to Magic Carpet Ride
when they're launching
as he's launching the Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
To attract the Vulcans, to show them that we had warp capability, so that first contact could be made.
On the day I was born, oh, you got a boy child coming. Oh, Lord, be a son of a gun. Who's gonna make those pretty women?
Not bad.
Who's gonna make them jump and shout?
This is Muddy Waters cover.
The whole wide world gonna wonder what it's all about.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. White Axton wrote The Pusher?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I don't think they say GD until the very end of it.
It's not flagged for explicit content.
Stones in their eyes. But the pusher don't care. Oh, if you live
Now they're going to say
or if you
GD.
die.
So this says the lyrics of the song distinguish between a dealer in drugs such as marijuana, who will sell you a lot of sweet dreams, versus the pusher of hard drugs,
Right.
Yeah.
like heroin.
Wants to hook you.
A monster who doesn't care if you live or die. The dealer's a nice
Sure.
guy.
You sit down and have a joint with you.
The pusher, no, the pusher's a bad guy.
Yeah, the dealer is a man with a lump of grass in his hand But the pusher is a monster, not a natural man.
That's right. It's like a farmer versus corporate America.
Okay.
The corporate America will get you hooked on the bad stuff.
Yeah.
The big drug companies, big pharma.
With the farmer, he'll just sell you stuff.
It's like the pharma as opposed to big
Farmer.
Farmer as opposed to big pharma. Mm-hmm. And I think John Kay is still alive, but most of the other band members. Yeah, John Kay is 88. Oh my God!
Wow. All right, well there you go. That's.
This has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96 Radio from Hell.
You just about couldn't not have adventures, Gina, when they were playing that music.
I guess so.
You just say, I got to go try that. 877-602-9696. That's the number to call and check in with the Radio from Hell show. We'd like to hear from you. Did you have adventures? Did you get out on the highway? 877-602-9696. Check in with us. We'd like to hear from you. You can also text us if you prefer to do it that way. That number is 33986. Well, stand and think about the place where you live and wonder why you haven't before ever played Beat Gina. I'm sweet and special booth announcer Johnny O. Moms,
Yes?
are you making your children pay for your weight problem?
Uh-oh.
If you're trying to lose weight by stocking the house with sugarless drinks, remember one thing. Your children will drink them too. Their thirst craves anything that's cold and wet. But their bodies need much more. They need energy. And they'll never get that from artificial sweeteners. Now, let's go back to you and that diet of yours. Unless you make a career out of drinking soft drinks, saving calories with synthetic pops is a little like trying to reduce by getting a haircut. Besides, you need sugar too, particularly when you're dieting. Sugar in a drink does two nice things for you.
Yes.
It satisfies those between meal hunger pangs, and it gives you the va-va-boom you need for all of those exercises you're
I
doing.
need that, yeah.
Sugar quenches fatigue. It's only 18 calories per teaspoon, and it's all energy.
See?
Remember, Mom, exhaustion may be dangerous, especially to children who haven't learned to avoid it by pacing themselves. Sugar puts energy back fast. Energy is the first requirement of life. Play safe with your young ones. Make sure they get sugar every day.
Every day.
The previous announcement paid for by the Sugar Research Foundation.
Right.
And now, here's a man who consumes plenty of sugar and it hasn't hurt him any.
Exactly.
Carrie Jack Jackson.
Thank you, Johnny Ola.
You're welcome.
All right, Johnny Ola, professional game show announcer. Our randomizer has picked a contestant, Gina. It looks like you'll be playing against Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Mark, are you there?
Hello, lords and ladies.
All right, Mark, we're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you an advantage if you go first and win the toss. Heads or tails, call it.
Tails.
All right, coin toss app says heads, Gina Barbarity.
Oh, Mark, you're one step further away from winning these tickets to see Third Eye Blind and Yellow Card June 25th that you saw in an amphitheater. By the way, this is a win it before you can buy it situation. Tickets go on sale January 12th. You can find ticket links and more at x96.com.
All right, then. This first question is for Gina to answer exclusively. It's multiple choice. If she gets it correct, she gets the point, Mark. If not, I will allow you to answer the question correctly and steal that point away, and we'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. The subject is Clint Eastwood, because Gran Torino was released on this day in 2009.
Okay.
For no other reason than that. Clint Eastwood trivia. All right, so Gina has the first question. All right, let's begin. Gina, Clint Eastwood is an accomplished what?
Okay.
Is it 1, chair whisperer, 2, chef, 3, moonwalker, the dance move,
Yeah.
or 4, jazz pianist?
I mean, I think you should accept number 1, but let's go with jazz pianist.
Jazz pianist is correct.
That's a point for Gina. Now we go to Mark.
Mark?
Yes.
Let's see. What was one of Clint Eastwood's jobs before he began acting? What is one of the jobs he had before he was an actor? Was it 1, a feng shui consultant, 2, a logger, 3, professional mermaid, or 4, movie theater attendant?
I'm going to go with 4.
Movie theater attendant?
No, Mark.
Terribly sorry, Mark.
This is disastrous.
A logger?
He was a logger.
Yes. That's 2 points for Gina and Mark. Gina controls the question.
All right. Gina,
Okay.
Clint Eastwood wore the same piece of clothing without ever having washed it in all 3 of his Man with No Name westerns.
Okay.
What was that piece of clothing?
Okay.
Was it 1, a T-shirt that said "walking HR violation" on it? Was it 2?
I want one of those.
Was it 2, the poncho or serape? Is it 3, the vest under the serape poncho? Or 4, the latex chaps?
I'm wondering if this is a trick question, but I'll say serape.
Serape.
That's what I would have said too, and you win the game.
Wow.
Mark, you didn't. There was. Oh, that was.
Well, the good news
pathetic.
is-
you ought to have a cigarette, Mark.
Yeah, Mark, the good news is, and I thank you for this, I don't have to write joke answers for tomorrow because I have plenty of leftover
Oh,
Clint
you can
Eastwood.
save Clint
I can
Eastwood.
save them.
You did Kerry Jackson a favor, Mark, and
that's
I'm
nice.
going to do you a favor. Even though I beat you, I'm still going to give you these Third Eye Blind tickets coming to USANA Amphitheater on June 25th. It's win it before you can buy it. Tickets go on sale January 12th. You can find ticket links and more at x96.com.
Isn't that nice, Mark?
Congratulations, Mark.
Oh, that's unheard of.
It is. It's unprecedented.
Yeah. Hang on, Mark, and somebody will tell you what you need to do next. I have to go into the next room. I need a spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down.
Yes. Gives you energy.
Six.
All right, 6:21. Let's get this over with.
Okay, I'm for that. We have a sponsor here, Gina.
We do. September 6th, Veterans Memorial Park. Bill Allred will be there, walking to fight suicide and raise awareness about mental health. Funds raised will benefit the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/walk, sponsored by Ken Garf.
All right, the moon is 79.9% of full. It's a waxing gibbous moon. The moon will set today at 5:59 p.m., today being Wednesday. It's the 3rd day of September in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2025. It's National Skyscraper Day. Most modern sources define a skyscraper as a building at least 490 feet tall. At least 490. Think we have any skyscrapers in Salt Lake? No.
I see it'd be easier if they measured it by floors.
We don't have any skyscrapers. The tallest building in Salt Lake currently is the Astra Tower. They're on Second South, and and it's 451 feet tall,
Very close.
41 stories, but not a skyscraper. Second tallest building, the Wells Fargo, 422 feet. So we don't really have any skyscrapers. It's National Welsh Rarebit Day.
Ooh.
Welsh rarebit, kind of a dish that came from Wales, but there's Scotland and England, they all eat it. It's essentially a dish made by starting with buttered and toasted bread, then placing slices of cheese on top to melt them in the broiler. A lot of times the bread has been soaked in ale or something like that. And then if you add an egg on top of that, it's called a golden buck. And if you pop some or pop some tomatoes on there after broiling it, it's called a blushing bunny.
Well, a blushing bunny.
Is that right, mate? I'll have a blushing bunny if you don't mind.
Ooh, look at you all fancy having a blushing bunny.
We grew up. I grew up as a kid eating Welsh rarebit because it was cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap to do.
Sounds good, though.
It is good. And U.S. Bowling League Day.
Yes.
So you bowlers out there, get to it. And this is an all-new edition of the show for people who feel like hell in the morning. It's the Radio from Hell show, starring the Lords of Morning Radio. It's Kerry Jackson right there. Hi, I'm Blushing Bunny, Bill Allred.
Right over there is Gina Barberi. She is also a Lord of Morning Radio. Katie for short is our producer. I believe we have Dawson in the booth there helping out. I'm sure that Hudson is here. Hudson is here somewhere.
Yes, he is, in the
and
back.
there's the dog, Vax. He's ready
There he
to
goes.
catch the...
There he goes.
Catching a toy.
Catch the toy.
All right.
And now we'll go to your check-ins, 877-602-9696.
Let's talk to Dr. Mike.
Morning, Mike. How are you today?
Well, I'm recovering after taking my first extended trip with my electric car.
Oh, what now?
Was that hard to plan out?
Well, no one gives you the heads up as how to plan it out.
Hmm.
When they tell you how many miles you're going to get, it's the best guess.
How many? What kind of
And-
an electric car do you have? Do you want to say, or you don't want to say?
A Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Okay. And so how did it go? Where did you go, and how did it go?
Well, I drove down to St. George for a family funeral. And when I planned it out, I planned for one stop because my range was supposedly adequate. But I come pulling into the first charging station where two of the chargers weren't working
Yeah.
and the other two were full with 5% charge.
You're kind of stuck at that point.
Very true.
Yeah.
And if you're not stuck, then you're playing the game real well.
Yeah, we need more infrastructure for sure.
We definitely need that, and we also need the car manufacturers to put onboard computers in, so that it figures it out for you.
That will check and see.
Oh, it doesn't do
there
that?
is-
It doesn't
there
do
is
that.
an
Because that
available
would be
charger.
a simple fix.
It would be a simple fix, but they don't do that.
Huh.
Well, and it's always interesting because once you start going low on power, you start shutting everything off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends on how fast you're driving and air conditioning, and
Air
all of that stuff.
conditioner, radio.
But if you have an onboard computer on your electric car,
Yeah.
it figures it out for you, and it tells you better stop now.
Do some of them have that?
Teslas do.
That's why I have a hybrid. About 90% of the time, I'm just driving on electric. But it's nice to have that backup for just in case.
But needless to say, I survived.
Yeah, you
Phew.
made it. You made it, and you made it back. Was it easier coming back?
I added an extra stop and talked to some people when I was charging, and they told me certain areas where there are a lot of hills, you want to make sure you're maxed out.
Yeah. All right.
See, we have the one with the onboard computer, and Sue drives that one to Los Angeles and back all the time with no problem.
No problem.
No problem at
Yeah,
all.
they all should have
The
that.
one that I drive, I would not drive to Los Angeles with
that
because
reason.
it does not have an onboard computer.
All right, Mike. Well,
there you go.
thanks for checking in with us. I remember you checked in from St. George yesterday or the day before, as I recall.
Correct. I was looking out my hotel window.
All right.
Nice to
have
hear
have
from
a
you,
lovely
Dr.
day.
Mike.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Lee is here.
Oh, hey, Lee. How are you?
Good. How are you guys this morning?
Good. We got these postcards from you yesterday. What's up with this?
Okay, I think it's a social experiment. If you could get maybe one of your interns to put the station's mailing address upon them and start putting them in mugs or your chicken buckets, I'd like to see how many people would actually send them back.
Oh.
I see.
You know, if you.
What's their incentive to?
About post,
What's their incentive to do that, though?
Just for fun?
just for fun, yeah. I mean, stop into the truck stop and slap a sticker on it, mail it off. It's pretty low effort.
Okay, and these are
on
all
the participant
all of these
part.
all of these postcards you gave us are already paid for, right? I mean, you could just put them in the mail.
Yeah, you can buy those at the post office they're 69 cents a piece at this point. Mm-hmm. But it's a really low effort kind of deal.
Well, that's our audience for sure.
Low effort. I'm there.
Oh, absolutely. The less effort, the better for me.
Yeah, we could probably have the interns do that.
We can throw them in a chicken bucket.
Yeah,
Sure,
I
throw
got
them in
them.
a
I
chicken
got
bucket.
them. I got them right there. All those
Yeah.
postcards. There.
Let's see that. That
All
might
right,
be
we'll
fun.
see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to see how many you guys actually get back.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. All right. Bus driver Troy checking in. Quinn the barber, Mrs. Coles, and the bear present and accounted for on a beautiful Wednesday morning. Amy in Cottonwood Heights about to take a magic carpet ride into work.
Uh-huh.
I'll bet.
So you're getting high before you go into your place of employment.
Mm-hmm. Zane of Dallas checking in. Does your magic carpet ride give you a rash? Do you think that must go?
Yeah.
What's the email for must go?
It's radiofromhell@x96.com. Thank you, Zane. Yes, it is Things That Must Go Day, and we are looking for your Things That Must Go. Yes. We will read those at 7 o'clock.
Also, who's the doctor today, animal or human? It's Dr. Cobble is here today.
Human
doctor. Mixer driver Shane checking in, thanking my dispatcher Jordan for the crappy loads this morning.
Oh.
Troy of Riverton. Richard, who's not a dick. Saw Steppenwolf 35 years ago. It was a Halloween concert. Had a great time dancing all night. Jocelyn of Sandy. Housekeeper Mariah checking in. Here's hoping the rain won't make people want to stay too late.
What rain?
Yeah, what rain? Kira and Andy. Meshach of Erda. Calvin from the Dell. Dan of Evanston. Sketchy Blake of Ogden. Midvale's Rousdower's got some traffic for you. So does Right Wing Wade. Johnny B checking in, listening while enjoying some Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. Their boxes are some occultish origami, difficult to close again. Tim the Tree Guy, Liza Brarian, Tristan the Most West of Jordans, Chef Roy checking in. I remember when I was a kid, my parents would make that Welsh dish as well often.
Welsh rarebit.
Yes. Jamie of the benchiest of bountiful benches. Woodworker Willie, Mike in Nashville, Dr. Neil.
That Welsh rarebit and then cream chip beef on toast. That was the other cheap meal.
Yeah. My new Audi tells you where the chargers are, but they may or may not be working. Yeah, that's true. They tell you where the chargers are, but whether they're working or not.
I understand people have the tendency to vandalize them.
Why is that?
Well,
because they're dicks.
Make your own conclusions there.
Yeah. Well, everyone's here, so let's get underway.
Well, let's have some Mill Creek coffee while Gina does the traffic.
Good idea.
A little Mill Creek coffee.
Right Wing Wade checking in from I-15. Both south lanes moving along well. Accident northbound I-15 at the 261 off-ramp 14th North in Springville. Thank you, Wade, for sending that in. We have a crash I-80 eastbound, the ramp for I-215 westbound. Vehicles are in the Gore area causing some slowage for drivers making the transition through there. Whatever you're seeing on the roads, a couple different people texting in about this rollover eastbound 215. Thank you for sending that in. Whatever else you're seeing, send that in to us as well. 33986. Business owners, do you owe $15,000 or more on employment taxes and don't know what to do? McClure and Stewart, your local trusted tax attorneys. Go to McClureandStewart.com today.
All right, we will take a break, play a song for you. After that, it's Big Boy News, and Frank Christ presents the Dead Celebrity Game. We'll explain how to play, what you'll win, coming up.
Did you want to talk about Super Bowl commercials here?
We can.
I mean, I frankly, I think I didn't see a lot of them because I stopped watching the game.
I was watching them, but there just wasn't anything that really jumped out at me.
I didn't see it till the end of the game, so you guys might have missed the Jeep commercial with Harrison
I missed
Ford.
that one. I watched it this morning.
Beautiful. Really well done.
Yeah, let me find it here.
Longest thing we ever do is live our lives. But life doesn't come with an owner's manual. Might have been nice, huh? But that means we get to write our own story.
This is it's 2 minutes long, and it's directed by famous director.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that guy.
Look it up.
No.
Okay.
I will.
Or maybe freedom is for everybody, but it isn't free. It's earned. There are real heroes in the world, but not the ones in the movies. Real heroes are humble. They're not driven by pride. Pride is a terrible driver. Freedom is
it makes you want to buy a Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Harrison Ford just has James Mangold.
James Mangold.
Freedom is the ability.
Harrison Ford just has this very comforting.
It's called gravitas, Gina.
Yeah.
Yes.
The most sacred thing in life isn't the path.
And I couldn't help but sit and watch this and go, do you think that's really his cabin?
You don't have to be
Because
friends.
it looks
Do
like.
you think that's really his
Maybe.
dog? You know?
Yeah,
Is that his
probably.
dog?
It might be.
Which way to go?
But the best part is the very last line. You got to let it go.
But our
Oh, well, let me-
differences can be our strength.
All right, here we go.
So choose.
Here we go.
But choose wisely. Choose what makes you happy. My friends, my family, my work make me happy. This Jeep makes me happy, even though my name is.
He kind of whispers forward.
And it's an electric Jeep.
Yeah. You see him walk out and unplug it, and
Yeah.
it's very, very good.
Somebody said the Willem Dafoe, Catherine O'Hara playing pickleball was a good one.
Oh, I saw that. It was okay.
Katie liked that one.
You know, Willem Dafoe often looks menacing and
Yeah.
kind of creepy. He was sort of handsome in that ad, I thought.
Now, there was a Coffee Mate commercial that made me ill.
Now, what is that product?
So it looks like a can of whipped cream.
Yeah, I couldn't
But it's
figure out-
cold. It's supposed to be cold foam
it's
for
the
your
cold foam.
coffee or your whatever
Hot
drink.
chocolate.
Okay.
But the ad, he tips back to take
like you do.
take a shot of it, and this creepy, weird, fake long tongue comes out. It was one of those ads where I'm like, how did this get past a boardroom full of people saying, yes, it's just this minute-long, weird, fake tongue I hated it.
It didn't. It was too It was so distracting. It made me not want to buy the product, even though it's a product that I would probably buy and use.
And I don't. I really didn't care for the Matthew McConaughey Uber Eats.
Oh, I thought they were fine.
I mean,
I'm a Matthew McConaughey apologist.
From the very beginning, football's been a conspiracy to make us hungry. Now, let me tell you where it all started.
And we'll call this a pigskin. Make people crave bacon.
And everybody loves bacon.
I love bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Ever ask yourself how Buffalo got a team?
These wings deserve a team.
Yeah. I figured out a good team name for Buffalo, Bill. Buffalo. Buffalo.
They do
A lot of
anything
this is
self-eat.
visual.
Yeah.
Called refrigerator.
Yes. Even Peyton was in on it.
Omaha!
Steak.
Omaha!
And they're still at it.
Yeah. so- yeah.
I wrote. Why did I write after that? I wrote YouTube TV ad. What was that? It was for YouTube TV.
It was to watch sports on TV, which I thought on YouTube, which I thought was odd that it was broadcast on Fox. Don't watch our thing; watch their thing.
Did you see the Michael Shannon, Aubrey Plaza, Ritz Cracker commercial?
Yeah, and all I could do was focus on his hair. That's all I was looking at in that commercial was the fact that he's losing his hair, and it kind of bothered me.
But they're out because they do have the same kind of countenance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have the same salty.
Oh, and then someone reminds me the Eugene Levy eyebrows.
Oh, I like that.
It was for Pringles.
Yeah.
But it was disturbing.
His eyebrows go flying away at one
No,
point.
Eugene Levy was Little Caesars. You're thinking
Little
you're-
Caesars.
You're thinking of Pringles was.
I got them mixed up.
Pringles was
Mustaches.
Offerman and Andy Reid
And their mustaches flew
Their
off.
mustaches flew away.
See, that's confusing.
Hair flying, facial hair flying away is.
Y'all should talk when you make these ads so that you're not doing the same.
Oh, and this one too. Fleshy hat guy was horrible. Again,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember what that ad was for, but that was a guy that had a cowboy hat made out of
part of his head. It was part of his head.
And I don't. But what was it for?
See, that's where ads are not good if you don't remember what they're.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk about the movie trailers coming up in Geek News.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there were a bunch of them.
Yeah. Because
On this day in 1955, Steve Jones,
Jonesy,
guitarist for Sex Pistols, was born.
He just broke his wrist, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They were out touring, and he broke his wrist.
Well,
I mean, recently.
Yeah.
You kind of need that for playing guitar.
Yeah, you have to take some time off. You need it. All right, let's begin with some big boy news and opinioendo. Now, right after the news, it's Frank Christ presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine, the Dead Celebrity Game. We'll give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of those celebrities are just fine. One of them is dead. If you pick the dead one correctly, you will win.
Tickets to the Canna Fan Fest at Granary Live, September 27th, a festival of live musical performances featuring Crooked Kings and Changing Lanes. You can see the full lineup at x96.com.
I'm assuming you must be 21 to attend?
I would think.
Yeah. All right. 877-602-9696. Tickets to CanaFest. If you play Frank Christ Presents, 877-602-9696. Right after this, Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by
Salt Lake Film Society's Summer Showdown. I think it's the very last weekend. Then we start getting into Tower of Terror kind of stuff. This weekend, it's SLC Punk and Pulp Fiction Friday and Saturday. Get tickets and showtimes at slfstix.org.
Venice Film Festival. The first feature film in nearly 10 years from Catherine Bigelow. The provocative director behind The Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30 begins with the silhouettes of soldiers carrying machine guns against the pink of a rising sun. At the end of the Cold War, global power reached the consensus that the world would be better off with fewer nuclear weapons, reads the text on the screen, which then goes black as tense music builds before more words appear. That era is now over.
Great. Thanks, Catherine.
Bigelow's gripping House of Dynamite, about a race against time before total nuclear annihilation, had an entire theater full of press and industry professionals on the edge of their seats Tuesday. The star-packed, almost documentary-like thriller, which opens in theaters October 10th before streaming on Netflix on October 24th, starts off with 3 characters: a soldier, Anthony Ramos, at the 49th Missile Defense Battalion in Fort Greely, Alaska, who's having a bad morning, a young mother, Rebecca Ferguson, playing with her kid before heading to work at the White House Situation Room, and a new Federal Emergency Management Agency employee, played by Moses Ingram, who has just learned her prenuptial is ironclad. A tomorrow problem she can't deal with right now if she wants to keep her job. Well, they're just the tip of the vast web of competent people whose lives will be upended when a nuclear missile of unknown origin is spotted over the South Pacific on a trajectory to reach the United States in just 19 minutes. No thanks. No thanks.
No? You're not gonna?
I may not. I watched the movie Civil War finally.
Yeah.
That's a little too close to home.
It was a mistake.
Yeah.
It was a mistake to watch.
Man, Jesse Plemons is good in that, though.
Very close to home, though.
A Utah gymnastics coach sentenced to 10 years in prison for federal charges of inappropriately filming minors was sentenced to at least another 15 years in prison for related charges. Adam Richard Jacobs of Woods Cross pleaded guilty in February in federal court to transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity as part of a plea deal. Charges of production of child sexual abuse materials and possession of child sexual abuse materials were both dismissed. Also in February, Jacobs pleaded guilty in Utah's 2nd District Court to another 15 counts of similar charges. Defense attorneys requested that his state sentence be served simultaneously with the federal sentence, but the court said, nope, you're going to serve it all of it. No simultaneous serving. The sentences for each of the state charges were ordered to be served consecutively to each other and to the federal term. That means at a minimum, Jacobs will serve 15 years in prison for the state charges after he completes the 10-year federal term. So that's 25 years. Let's see, how old is this guy? He's 35.
You were in a position of power over these kids?
Awful. This is just a horrible story. At least 2 of the 3 people who were shot at an apparent clandestine street racing competition over the weekend in western Weber County. A man and his young daughter, they were just innocent bystanders. Jesus Quadras of Ogden is brain dead and not likely to survive, while Quadras' daughter, Jimena, she's 5 years old, is out of the hospital and back at home, according to Diana Kubian, a family friend. Quadras suffered a gunshot wound to the head in the incident on early Sunday. His daughter was shot in the leg. They were there watching these. They have these drag races out there, kind of illicit drag races out in the middle of nowhere. And something broke. But he was just there to watch, and he'd been there before watching them. He had his daughter sitting on his shoulders.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. When the gunshot hit him in the head, and I don't know if it was the same bullet that injured the daughter, but we're shocked because we saw him just on Saturday. He works with us in a company, and they tell us so this happened. This woman is also friends with his wife, and helping to get the word out as family members of the two victims seek donations to help with medical costs. And there is the cops, the sheriffs, they don't know who did it. They don't really have any suspects.
A lot of times people won't talk.
Yeah. There are not really any suspects at this point. So, the Black Student Union up on University of Utah campus is fighting to stay alive.
Oh.
They are trying to make sure that they can keep the organization alive over a year after House Bill 261 went into effect. The Black Student Union has been around for more than 50 years on campus.
Well, it's about time we got rid of it then.
I know that it was my very first stop here at the university when I was looking for friends or people who could relate to me, explained the current president, Nevaeh Parker. However, in July of 2024, the union was put in jeopardy as Governor Spencer Cox claimed the bill addressed concerns over some DEI programs and policies and repurposed funding to help all Utah students regardless of background. Because of the bill, the Black Student Union decided to part ways with the university, leaving the organization with no advisor, no building, or no funding. Our funding now is something we have to completely fundraise for, so we're not used to that as an organization, Parker explained. It used to be a recurring $11,000 that we got from the school as an organization. Now that we don't have that, we have to come up with thousands of dollars on our own.
Isn't having organizations like this good for your students' mental health?
You would think.
Yes.
Isn't that reason enough
You
to
would
keep
think.
it going?
Let's see. Donald Trump had nothing on his public schedule for 3 days last week. Now he's often he's also been seen sporting a large purple bruise on his right hand, which he sometimes slathers with makeup. His ankles are swollen. He's the oldest person to ever be elected president. For a swath of hyper-online Americans over the long Labor Day weekend, all of this was explanation enough. The president was either dead or about to be dead.
No.
Well, Trump's critics have speculated about his health for as long as he's been in national politics, and for his part, he's long declined to explain when and why he has sought out medical care, whether he was suffering from COVID or undergoing routine procedures, but there had never been a conspiracy wave as feverish as this one. Well, it's all been put to rest, for at least for now, because he appeared yesterday and did a lot of work and was seen on camera a lot and seemed to be as okay as he can be. So not
It's
dead.
tremendously big and tremendously wet.
That's the guy right there. By the way, I guess we're going to go to war.
Huh?
Yeah, with Venezuela.
What?
Yeah, I think that's going to happen. Donald Trump says the U.S. military sank a boat carrying drugs off the coast of Venezuela, potentially increasing tensions in a region where the U.S. has sought to clamp down on drug trafficking. And we've been rattling a saber at Venezuela for quite a while now. Mm-hmm. So they sank this Venezuelan boat, 11 people on board dead. During an Oval Office exchange with reporters yesterday, Trump said that the U.S. shot out the boat. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela, so we took it out, he said. Trump said that the strike killed 11 people. They were members of the Tren de Aragua terror gang.
Is there any proof of that?
Well, no, not that I can see. They have been, but the fatal sinking on social media saying that the vessel was run by a designated narco-terrorist organization. So, you know.
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna.
I'm president, and you're not.
I mean, I think he needs to go to war with somebody, and maybe it'll be Venezuela.
But I thought he stopped 8 wars now.
Yeah.
federal-
Wars you haven't even heard of. I
Exactly.
stopped.
A federal judge on Tuesday blocked Trump's administration from using the military to fight crime in California, as the Republican president threatened to send troops to more U.S. cities, including Chicago. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work.
Well, so that's my question about it. These rulings only matter if he's willing to abide by it.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe he's going to say, "Okay, make me," and
We'll see.
and you can. There is no recourse.
the Supreme Court said that he can do what he wants.
Yeah, so a judge can say that's illegal, and he'll do it anyway because there is no consequence.
Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker is again pushing back on Trump's threat to deploy the National Guard to Chicago. Speaking Tuesday at a press conference, Pritzker called Trump unhinged and suggested firmly that he has no intention of calling the president to ask for troops to be sent in. Pritzker says, when did we become a country where it's okay for the U.S. president to insist on national television that a state should call him and beg for anything?
Mom, I want a vape.
Especially something we don't want. Have we truly lost our sense of sanity in this nation that we treat this as normal?
He wants to normalize the military on our streets so that come election day, once he gets rid of mail-in voting, we all have to go to the ballots. Come
And you're
election
intimidated?
day, you're intimidated and you won't go.
By the way, he's moving the Space Force offices and base from Colorado to Huntsville, Alabama.
It's going to cost billions.
And the reason he's doing that is he doesn't like the fact that Colorado has mail-in voting.
What does that have to do with
Nothing.
the Space Force?
Alabama has mail-in voting.
Nothing.
Yeah. It's going to cost billions. It's because Colorado didn't vote for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. The House Oversight Committee has released tens of thousands of pages of Jeffrey Epstein's records.
That have already
tens of thousands of pages that have already been made public.
Yep.
We're releasing things that people have already seen.
Now shut up.
And lab-grown meat is banned in Texas, Gina.
Good.
No lab-grown meat allowed
I
in
don't
Texas
trust it.
as of this month. And finally, this story. Staten Island officials are demanding, this is Staten Island, New York, demanding that Netflix restore DVD service.
What?
Really?
Before it became the top TV streaming service,
you can't do
Netflix
that.
built its empire by mailing movies on demand to viewers' homes. I used to get them in the mail. Obliterating the rental video business and producing an estimated 5 billion DVDs and Blu-ray discs. It finally shut down that service in 2023 after 25 years in operation, but some were sad to see it end, and now Republican Council member Frank Morano of Staten Island South Shore is saying, we want this back. Streaming is wonderful, but it's not everything, Morano wrote in a press release. He said DVDs filled a vital gap for seniors and technophobes, film lovers and collectors, and consumers with limited broadband access. Well, that's true.
Well,
for many, those little red envelopes weren't just discs; they were lifelines to cinema.
Well, here's the thing: you can rent them from the library.
Have you ever-
But he's a Republican, so he's anti-library.
Anti-library, yeah.
If you've ever rented DVDs from the library, they often have skip and have scratches.
So
in
did
them.
the
I was gonna
Netflix
say, like,
ones.
you mean like when you rent them from anywhere?
Blockbuster too.
Oh, let's see. Morano says we need to have them back, and
You can't
he's
make
demanding it.
Netflix do that.
Oh, this
What?
This guy's from Staten Island.
Oh, okay.
Staten Island. All right, that's it.
All right. Sports weather traffic.
Well, Utah football moves into the top 25 after their big win over UCLA. Let me see where BYU ended. I'm scrolling.
They're not on the list.
They're
Gina.
not on the top 25 list. And actually, Utah should be higher. They're 25. They should be higher.
Well,
than
why don't you
that.
try scrolling to see if you can make them higher?
I'm going to tell Netflix they need to be higher.
Yeah, Ohio State jumped to number 1, so Ed Brass will be happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
The Buckeyes are in the top spot, and Alabama, not so great, dropped out of the top 20 for the first time in 17 years. Let's see. Salt Lake Bees are home against the El Paso Chihuahuas tonight. It's Bark in the Park. Yep. You can take your dog to the baseball game tonight. That's your sports weather. Should be a nice night for baseball. 93 for a high, mostly sunny. Next chance for rain looks like maybe Thursday night into Friday, but today looks beautiful and sunny. Traffic, friend of the program says it's a nightmare getting out of Grantsville again. Traffic is backed up. Boy, poor Tooele County had a hard time yesterday. This doesn't look quite as bad as yesterday, but keep us posted and let us know what you're seeing out there. Crash, I-80 eastbound. This is a rollover crash on the transition ramp from eastbound 80 to 215. Vehicle on its side. It's probably going to be an issue for a bit. That's the only accident being reported, though. You let us know what you're seeing on the roads. We appreciate it when you do. Let's see. Oh, yeah, somebody says accident just happened. 7th East, 39th South. Slowbound southbound I-15 right after 26 South in Bountiful. Thank you, Infiniteam. You're up and reporting this morning. We appreciate it. Spooks Boutique, the go-to destination for oddities, curiosities, antiques, collectibles, provided by a community of local artists for over 13 years. 3453 South State Street. Spooks Boutique is where Halloween is not a holiday, it's a lifestyle, and it is the preferred Christmas shopping location for Frank Christ, is it not?
Oh,
You don't celebrate, do you, Frank?
I don't celebrate Christmas, but I do buy my gifts there.
You do?
Yeah. All my gifts come from Spooks.
Frank Christ has joined us in the studio. It's interesting to me that music just starts up from somewhere.
Well, it's on this little JBL clip that I wear
Oh,
on my
I
belt.
see.
It's a Bluetooth.
I see.
Isn't that nice?
It's such a nice little speaker, yeah. Frank is he's the reaper of celebrity souls. He is a Grim Reaper. Do you recall the first celebrity soul you ever...
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh, they always say you never forget your first, but I've taken so many.
All right. Frank reaps the souls of celebrities, and that's a curse because Frank loves them.
I love our precious celebrities.
It hurts him every time he has to go and collect the soul of a celebrity and whisk it away to the distribution center.
Everything they say and do is right.
Our celebrities they're perfect in your eyes.
Except John Schneider.
Oh, yeah. I see. Frank is, as you would expect a reaper to be. He is a skeletal figure. He wears the robe. He has the hood, the scythe, all of that stuff. And he is here to play the game we call Frank Christ Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
It's kind of a macabre little game wherein a contestant has to guess which celebrity on a list of 4 is dead. And if the contestant does that, they win a prize. Who's the contestant, by the way?
Oh, our contestant is let's see, it's Bill is here.
Bill. Hi, Bill. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Well, that's good.
Excuse me, I'm fine. I'm just fine.
That's good. That's good, Bill. Thank you. Bill, if you are able to identify the dead celebrity, you will win what, Gina?
It's tickets to the Canna Fan Fest. It's in the heart of the Granary Live, September 27th, a one-day festival of live musical performances featuring Crooked Kings and Changing Lanes and more. You can find out more about it at x96.com.
All right, Bill, we're going to go here. Frank has given me this list of actors. 4 actors. 3 of the actors on this list are, as Frank says.
They're just fine.
But one of them, Frank, has taken. You identify the celebrity, you'll win that prize. Because it's U.S. Bowling League Day, Frank gave me a list of actors in movies about bowling or movies that have significant bowling scenes in them. Number 1, Susan Blakely, best known for her leading role in the miniseries Rich Man, Poor Man, for which she received a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress. Blakely also appeared in The Towering Inferno, Report to the Commissioner, Capone, The Concorde, Airport 79, and Over the Top. She was in a movie called Dreamer, about a small-town bowler who dreams of becoming a pro bowler. Number 1, Susan Blakely. Number 2 is John Astin. He was Gomez Addams in the Addams Family TV shows. He was also in West Side Story, That Touch of Mink, Move Over Darling, Freaky Friday, National Lampoon's European Vacation, and Teen Wolf 2. He was in The Frighteners, wherein Michael J. Fox has a run-in with a ghost in a bowling alley.
Now, the Grim Reapers in that movie were portrayed very poorly.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No.
Okay.
So number 2 is John Astin. Number 3 is Richard Jekyll. He was in lots of action films, such as The Dirty Dozen and The Dirty Dozen Next Mission. Jekyll appeared in Big Leaguer, Ulzana's Raid, Twilight's Last Gleaming. He was also a regular on Baywatch and Spencer for Hire. He was in Starman, where an alien visits a bowling alley with a human. Number 3, Richard Jekyll. And finally on the list, Louise Lasser. She was in the title character on the soap opera satire Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman made her Broadway debut in the musical I Can Get It For You Wholesale. She was married to Woody Allen for a time and was in his early movies Take the Money and Run and Bananas. She was in Mystery Men, in which a reluctant superhero named the Bowler, who uses a bowling ball containing the skull of her father. The delightful Janine Garofalo.
Love Janine, yes.
Number 4, Louise Lasser. All right, Bill, one of those actors is dead. Which one?
I'm going to guess number 2.
John Astin?
Oh, he's
No,
fine.
That would be a good guess because he's 96.
Yeah, maybe not so far.
He was also a replacement Riddler on the Batman TV series.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm going to give you another chance here, though, Bill, so listen carefully. If you get it on the second try, you'll win the prize. Is it Susan Blakely? Is it Louise Lasser? Or is it Richard Jekyll?
I'm going to think it's probably Richard Jekyll.
Richard Jekyll is correct, yeah.
Very good.
He died in 1997. He was pretty young. He was just 70. He had the cancer. So there you go. You win the prize, Bill, and Katie will tell you how to get that. Just say thank you, and we'll put you on hold.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, well, got to go check on... I would check on Al Jardine today.
The Beach Boys, yeah.
83. But I'm more concerned about Charlie Sheen.
Oh, yeah, well.
60 today.
I think he's sober, but he's done a lot of damage.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of damage, a lot of
Yeah.
miles. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Frank.
Crash I-15 north down near 33rd South and South Salt Lake, left shoulder blocked. Crash I-80 eastbound, let's see, to go to the ramp 215 West Belt. Vehicles are in the Gore area there. Let's see, all directions, SR 71 39th South, milepost 17. And whatever you're seeing out there, somebody says slow down southbound I-15 right after 26 South in Bountiful. Let us know. Text us 33986.
KXRK Provo will take a break. We'll be back after these with your list of things that must go. Stand by.
Listen up, radio. This one from Emily. Things that must go. My guilt. Allow me to explain. The year was 2008. I was a fresh-faced Mormon teenage newlywed whose older sister had landed her a sweet second job at a local coffee house. The first busy weekend I worked, one of our employees rolled up hungover or possibly still drunk and was subsequently sent home to sleep it off. I was new and we were shorthanded. Up rolls an SUV, at the window rolls down to reveal the incomparable Gina Barberi. I was awestruck.
So is
She
another
orders
Gina
it.
Barberi?
She orders a drink. A latte, I believe, with an extra shot of espresso. Yes, that's my order.
Is that it?
I take her order and proceed to produce my best hurried hot beverage. I pulled 3 perfect shots of espresso. I take all the time the growing line will allow to froth and mix. Make sure the lid is nice and tight. Stop her in. Out to the drive-through window, I dash with a smile, and away she goes, a vision of local celebrity and grace. My older sister yells back from the front, "What are these shots for? Should I throw them out?" I forgot to put the coffee in her coffee. I waited all day. I waited all day for her return. I waited for a call to speak with the manager. I thought maybe next weekend she'll come back and I make her a drink on the house. But the call never came, and she never came. I'm now a grizzled 30-something ex-Mormon and mother of 2 with under-eye bags and an anxiety disorder. I now know how much the caffeine probably meant to you. I thought I ruined your day with a coffeeless coffee. It's haunted me for more than a decade. I am sorry, Gina. Please accept my apology. Allow me to make it up to you. Can I buy you a drink sometime? Maybe a pair of those fluffy socks you're so fond of. Thank you for letting me listen and for allowing me the pleasure of serving you an albeit inferior beverage all those years ago. Long-time listener, first-time complainer, Emily.
How many years?
10.
2008.
Oh, my God.
Did you come to work? I seem to remember you coming to work and
Yeah.
then going, I have
going,
nothing
"Ah,
but foam here.
There's no coffee in this coffee.
Here it is from 2000. I love that. I love this.
So when Muhammad was little, I found him on the floor with an ant trap in his mouth, and I panicked and I called poison control. We had a file at poison control because I often had to call it for Mohammed. And the guy that I talked to at poison control, first of all, he said he's fine. Kid can suck on an ant trap and he'll be okay. But he said it's like it's a thing. Little kids love the smell of ant traps because they use something that smells like peanut butter in it, and little to a baby crawling on the floor, it smells like a snack.
I've never smelled an ant trap, so I don't.
Yeah,
know.
I always put the ant traps in like cupboards and things, not just had them out like that.
Yeah.
Of course,
They're
I've never
like,
had
you know,
kids to worry about that,
Yeah.
but I've always had pets around, and
Now
so
you
I
had
always
Sorry,
stick them somewhere where the dog or the cat can't get to it. You know, so I thought more about it having animals than people do having kids.
Yes. You had a file on an open file at Poison Control because we have one here too, but mainly my wife has it because of me. So
Bill keeps putting things in his mouth.
I put stuff in my mouth that I shouldn't all the time.
I thought you said she was trying to poison you.
No.
That's where you were.
At least I don't think she is.
Like Phil in Alpine did, who had a must go. Phil, you're out of luck, dude. You got to email those. radiofromhell@x96.com, even from Alpine.
All right. Things that must go, brought to you by
Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice, paints, and more. Haster Games, 6831 South State, or hastergames.com.
Things that must go on the radio.
These are things that are really, really bugging you, friends of the program, things that you can't stand anymore. And so what you do is you send them to us. You send these things that must go from your life to us at radiofromhell@x96.com. You put must go in the subject line, and if we read yours on the air, maybe it'll make you feel better. Maybe these things will go from your life. So let's do it. Carrie, you want to start?
Oh, okay. From the foot of Mount Doom, we have one. When you start a TV series that has multiple seasons and that's already done or canceled on a streaming service, and they don't have all the seasons,
And you have to go to a different service.
You have to
get
go
the
to
rest
Google
of it.
to find out where the other seasons are. You never know how the show ends. And Luther.
I hate that.
All right. Let's see. This one from Tony. Things that must go. Your buddy picking a restaurant downtown, but it turns out to be a ghost kitchen.
That's not a place you eat.
No. Number 2, waiting 45 minutes for the second buddy to show up to the backup restaurant so the host can seat you.
Yeah, we can't seat till your whole party's here.
And having to make an appointment with a GP for a prescription so I can get the COVID vaccine.
Yep.
Screw you, RFK. This one from Dawson. Caretakers who are in such bad health. They're hallucinating, but don't tell you until weeks after while caretaking for a loved one. Making an emergency trip to the hospital urgent enough to make you leave your job must go. Please take care of yourself. All right. Let's see. Here's one from Austin. When I'm playing chess on my phone and the computer has the advantage, it can chase me around the board almost indefinitely. But when we're down to just a few pieces and I'm just about to corner his king for a checkmate, nope, it's a draw. Interesting. Let's see. Lancet Vineyard, things that must go. Please stop attempting to convince me that fries are best dunked in the chocolate frosty before you shove them down your gullet. It's called fry sauce, children. It's delicious. I'm sorry. I like the frosty and the fries. Crazy straws must go.
What?
Because when I'm exhausted, sweaty, and dry mouth, I love to reach for an ice-cold beverage, then proceed to suck on this crazy straw for 3 to 5 seconds before finally enjoying that refreshing deliciousness.
It does take longer to get to your mouth.
As it slowly streams into my mouth with that juice box straw. I'm Mitch Hedberg. Just give me the regular damn straw. These, all right. Let's see. That creature RFK Jr. and the insane cabinet posse attempting, some successfully, unfortunately, to pull our vaccines, Medicaid, SNAP, insurance, freedom of speech, our firefighters, comedians, and even professional violinists. But I'll be damned if you're going to attempt to limit my beans. Bill nods in agreement.
Yes, I agree.
They're delicious and expensive fiber, protein-packed. They're magical fruit, for crying out loud. I don't know that we should take health advice from a guy just because he's the Secretary of Health and Human Services, if I recall correctly. Said it his damn self, that rodent. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He said it himself. All right. There you go.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll go next. I got one of my own. When somebody asks you, so how long have you been doing the Radio from Hell show? And the reply is, 40 years in May. And that person goes, what? Huh, I'll be 40 years old in May.
Did it make you feel old, Bill? Is that what
Well, it made me feel like I'd wasted some of my life. Let's see, this one. No, I mean, I don't.
That was nice.
He's a very nice guy. I'm not casting aspersions on him at all. This is says people who present to an audience and have the speech on the screen for us to read, and then they read it aloud for us along with the words on the screen. Talk about a snooze fest. I really wanted to learn about this topic, but could not stop nodding off as he read the whole thing to us. This one says, feel free to use my name, Dan the driver. My thing that must go are these damned allergies. How can you be both stuffed up and have a runny nose at the same time?
It is weird.
Rest in peace to my raw red nose. No allergy pill really works unless you take a month's worth, and by then, did it really help? Didn't they be gone by a month? Shouldn't they be gone by a month? And then finally, this one. Thank you, Lords, for making every day awesome. Carrie, please share the school lunch peanut butter bar recipe when and if you get it.
I think Katie maybe we can post it on Facebook.
Although we got some peanut butter bars from a friend of Katie's that are the ones.
They were absolutely the ones.
Yeah.
But he got them from a school.
Yeah.
From the supplier.
Yeah.
So that's what I would advise. Find a supplier. Don't try to make them yourself.
Exactly.
Let's see. This one says, must go, saying, Yatahe. A Navajo friend said that they laugh at how white people say the word. It's more of a breathy sound at the end. Just like we don't say Utahe for Utah just because it has an H at the end. I don't understand that.
You need to call and say it for us.
Although I know the only time I ever say it is when Navajo Nate calls, and I say, Yatahe Navajo Nate, and he says back to me, and it sounds like he's saying it the same way I am, Yatahe.
Call us, Nate.
Yeah.
All right. Gina?
On the plane, coming back from California, pregnant mom with toddler.
Yes.
She's doing the best she can. God bless her. Now, sometimes parents have kids on the plane, and it's annoying when they don't at least try to keep the kid entertained and quiet. She was trying to keep the kid entertained and quiet. It's hard sometimes on the plane. It is not helpful at the end of the plane ride, as this one man did, turn around and say, thanks a lot for keeping your kid quiet. That's not helpful.
You mean he said it ironically and sarcastically?
Yeah, thanks a lot for keeping your kid quiet on the... By the way, it's an hour flight. It's not like it... She's doing the best. Do you really think that she... I get it if there's parents not trying to control their kids, but if she's trying, sometimes, especially on a plane, you just can't.
Whenever my kids were little and we traveled on a plane, I had a little, like a safety pin in my hand, and every time they were too quiet, I'd just give them a little tiny poke with a safety pin so they'd cry.
This from Jenny. People shaming me for how I try to get rid of a migraine must go. My chiropractor hates it when I use Western medicine. My neurologist hates it when I try Eastern medicine. They're both happy to tell me the other one is wrong. Listen, I've had a migraine for 12 days. At this point, I'm taping a crystal to my forehead while getting Botox, chasing it with green juice and a couple Advil. Anything short of an exorcism, I will try it.
Sure.
Thanks for letting me listen, Jenny. This from Please Don't Use My Name. I work at a pediatric specialty clinic. People complaining about how long the wait is to get in. Every referral is reviewed by a doctor to make sure we're scheduling appropriately. If a doctor says it's not urgent and the next available appointment is 3 to 4 weeks, that's a good sign. That means your kid isn't in imminent danger. And finally, this, hello, Lords. My thing that must go is the discontinuation of my favorite purse. I've been able to reorder my favorite purse online from the manufacturer for several years. I tried to order a new one recently, and they no longer offer this style of bag. It's not a big name purse. It's just a practical purse. And maybe that's why it's no longer available.
Yeah.
I hate it when anything that I love gets discontinued.
It's like that happens with shoes a lot.
Well, these headphones?
Yeah.
I heard they were going to stop making them. I ordered a case.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what she had.
Thank you.
Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
Crash at the intersection 7th East, 39th South and Mill Creek has blocked all southbound, westbound, and eastbound lanes of travel. Traffic is forced to turn and not go through the intersection. Crash I-50 northbound near 33rd South and South Salt Lake. The left shoulder's blocked. And crash I-80 eastbound. This was a rollover crash at the transition ramp from eastbound I-80 to 215. Whatever you're seeing, please text us and let us know. 33986.
All right, here are the boners you're going to be voting for in just a few moments. Boner candidate number 1. Well, maybe he should get some points for creativity. Boner candidate number 2, he literally fell through the ceiling. And boner candidate number 3, he merely tried to gouge out her eye. He merely tried. He wasn't successful.
All right, Boner of the Day, Big Boy News coming up after these messages and a song. Stand by.
Hello. I was in Escalante to visit some old friends. We gathered there as a sort of, I don't know why we chose that. Well, one of my friends was in Escalante for an art competition, an art festival that they have every year.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy I hadn't seen for 50 years, since
50 years?
Yeah, about that. He flew into Las Vegas, and he and his son then drove to Escalante, and so it was great. It was great seeing them and hanging out with them, and it's funny how, you know, people that you were really good friends with years ago, you can get back together with them. You haven't seen them for a long time, but it's almost
like no time has passed.
It's, you spend a lot of time kind of catching up, but then reminiscing, and it's great. Anyway, we're hanging out in Escalante, and we decide we're going to go to we're going to have a couple of drinks and then go to the Escalante Rock Shop.
Oh.
And look at rocks. You know.
That's just
it's a rock.
Just
You know
what
what a rock shop. Yeah. You know and it's somebody selling different kinds of rocks. You know,
I got a rock polisher.
Yeah, geodes and agates and all kinds of stuff. And so the guy, the Escalante Rock Shop,
Minerals Marie.
Yeah, run by Scott Nelson.
Nelson.
And he was a really nice guy. And we chatted with him. We were the only people there at one point. A bunch of people were there when we got there, but then we're chatting with Scott Nelson. And I don't know why he said this, but right at the end of the conversation, he says, there's a place in town called Ranch Dog Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a hot dog place, and it's owned by a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, who would the celebrity be? And he said, Ted Levine.
Wow.
And I said, what? You're kidding. He said, no, Ted, or is it Levine? I can never remember. I think it's still Levine.
Levine?
Ted Levine.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. So we thought, well, let's go to the Ranch Dog Kitchen
Why
and
not?
have some food. Now, never really suspecting that Ted Levine would be there. Just, that we thought we'd go. We would assume that maybe he does. Oh, so okay, he does own it, but people run it for him, and he stops in every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we eat our hot dogs, and they were delicious, and they had all these wonderful homemade desserts, cinnamon rolls and cobblers and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, we eat our food, and we're sitting outside at a picnic table, and we pick up our trays and our glasses and take them inside. And as we walk in, I hear somebody say, well, you're bussing your own table.
I know that voice.
I know that voice. Oh, my God, he's here. Ted Levine. And
do people know? I don't know if people know who Ted
Well, I'm going to tell them. So he got his big start in Silence of the Lambs, playing Buffalo Bill, Jamie Gum. And
would you hug me?
It puts the lotion on its skin.
I'd hug you.
Or it gets the hose again.
Can you help me with this couch?
Yeah, that guy. But he has been in lots of stuff, and he's always great.
He was just recently in that guilty pleasure show that I finally stopped watching, Big Sky, and he was like a sheriff who was very corrupt.
Yeah, he's
great. He's always great as a bad guy.
So who would have thought he would be there? And he's there, kind of working, helping out in the kitchen and stuff. And he was just as nice as could be. I mean, and now the picture at x96.com/live. I've cropped myself out of the picture because I look like hell. So I'm standing next to him, and he's got his arm around me, around my shoulders. And but he was nice as anything, and was thrilled that we knew so much about his career. And my friend Tom, who I hadn't seen in a long time, had been an actor like I was, and had some training at the Goodman School in Chicago. And Ted Levine has had some training there and had friends there.
Oh.
So we had that in common. And then I knew like every little detail of movies that he's been in, and he was. And I said, I can't wait to tell people about this. And he said, no, listen, I said, how did you end up here? And there was this tall, kind of very nice looking woman standing there. And he said, I followed her here. And she smiled and went outside and says, this is my wife. And what the story is they were driving through Escalante, and I don't know where. She's not from Escalante, but they were on vacation or something, driving through Escalante, and they saw this old house that was just boarded up, and but kind of a cool old house. And she said, "Oh, isn't that a nice house?" And Ted said, "Let's buy it."
Let's buy it.
Yeah, and
they got a big basement.
And they said, "What are we going to do with it?" And they said, "Well, let's open up a restaurant." And it's are you looking it up there? Ranch Dog Kitchen.
Yeah, I'm trying to find stuff about his wife.
Yeah, and I meant to look it up. She does
She's
have
an
some
actress too.
She had some restaurant experience too. I read at a place in California. Anyway, Ted said she kind of doesn't like it when it should be about the restaurant. I get the feeling it's one of those kinds of things, where people will geek out and fan over him.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be talking about it on the radio.
Well, let's.
Sounds like he wants it on the down low.
No, I mean it's not a secret. It's because I found some stuff online about it. It's not a big secret, but he said I think it's one of those things where it's like. He starts getting all the attention, and she says, it must be nice to be Ted Levine, like that sort of thing.
Well, you knew who he was when you met him.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was really nice, and I think he's kind of embarrassed about it in a way. That not that he's owning the restaurant, he's embarrassed with the attention.
Oh.
You could tell he's kind of shy, and he said. And I said, "You're just always great in everything you've done, And he said, "Yeah, I'm the supporting player, and I'm always, the second or the third or the fourth person, and that's fine. I love doing it." And but he was just great. And
It says Ted Levine or Levine is married to Kim Phillips. They prefer to keep their personal life away from the media. They don't like to present their relationship in the spotlight.
Mhm.
There's very little information available about their life. Until Bill Allred outed them on the radio.
Well, he did say, I don't make a big deal about it on the radio,
Well,
but I'm doing it anyway. Like,
Bill!
because it's exciting and it's a good story.
That's terrible.
No, it's not.
He specifically asked you not to make a big deal out of
I
it.
said I'm going to talk about it, and he said, "Well, don't make a big deal about it and talk about the restaurant." And he said, "Talk
You
about
haven't
the
told
restaurant."
me one thing about the restaurant.
Yes, I have. Pay attention.
What?
I told you they had really beautiful, delicious homemade desserts, cobblers. Why don't you pay attention? You don't listen. That's
You
part
don't
of the
listen.
problem.
He told you not to talk about
Of course I listen. I told you what he said.
Don't make a big deal about it, except at our most listened to time of day. That's when.
No, I think he said, he wants the restaurant to be the center of it.
Yeah.
And he's not, it's not like he's always there, I don't think. But, bussing
When Bill
tables.
doesn't show up for work, he's going to be in a pit in Ted Levine's basement of his restaurant.
Bad Brad Wheeler had the best line about it. So Brad called me while I was in Escalante because he was worried when he heard Best Ofs on the radio.
Oh.
He thought, something's happened, they've been fired. So I just called to see if you were okay. And I said, yeah, I'm fine. And then I told him this story, and he said, it puts the ketchup on the hot dog. It was the best line. It's a great place. It really, the food, it's hot dogs, but really nice gourmet hot dogs, and then the desserts are just like, man, out of the world. So that's
good.
From the German synth pop band Propaganda was born. Propaganda, a band you should check out if you like synth pop. They've got some cool stuff.
Pretty good. All right, 7:25, time for Boner of the Day. 3 news stories. These are examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. You will decide with your vote. Of these 3 candidates, which one is the worst? Which one deserves to be Boner of the Day for today, September 3, 2025? We'll give you 2 candidates now. A third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, then you will vote. And one of you lucky random Boner voters will receive.
Can't buy it, gotta win it. Radio from Hell Boner t-shirt.
Boner candidate number 1. Well, I think he should get some points for creativity. An elderly Japanese woman in her 80s was scammed out of $6,700 after a fraudster claimed to be a stranded astronaut in need of money.
Oh, no.
The romance scam began in July when the two connected on social media. The scammer told the woman he was aboard a spaceship facing an emergency, and she sent the requested funds to help him buy oxygen.
What?
I mean, I really do hear these things, and I think, does anybody fall for that? Yes, apparently.
They do.
Similar schemes have targeted seniors in Japan, where the aging population is vulnerable to a range of fraudulent activities. In another example, a Japanese woman was scammed out of $30,000 by a man claiming to be an astronaut on the International Space Station. Experts warn romance or love scams, which cost Americans over $1 billion in 2023, often exploit the trust of elderly victims. But I'm on a spaceship and I need to buy oxygen.
I need to buy air.
I feel bad for the woman, but he should get some points for creativity.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. It makes me think this is a guy sitting around with his friends going, okay, how about this one? Do you think anyone will fall for this one?
No, they won't.
No one's going to.
Well, let's see. Boner candidate number 1. Here's Boner candidate number 2. He literally fell through the ceiling. A quiet Sunday evening in Midvale turned into a chaotic scene at Springs Apartments in Midvale. when a fugitive escape attempt quite literally came crashing down through a neighbor's ceiling. At around 6 p.m., residents said that the commotion began as police arrived at the complex in pursuit of a separate fugitive. But when officers knocked on the door of Jeremy Jensen's unit, things took an unexpected turn. According to police, Mr. Jensen attempted to evade capture by climbing up into the attic. What he didn't anticipate was the fragile structure above him. Moments later, he fell through the ceiling of his neighbor's apartment, startling the resident inside. I was actually standing right here when I heard this loud noise in that room, said Peyton Grace, a neighbor who witnessed the chaos unfold. Mr. Grace described the scene as really chaotic, with officers rushing through the complex and one even carrying a riot shield. They started running up, and one of them had a riot shield, and I'm like, this is crazy, Mr. Grace said. And then I hear him yell, get on your hands, get on the ground, we're going to tase you. Police quickly subdues Mr. Jensen, I guess, who was lying there in the middle of Mr. Grace's apartment, covered with plaster. Mr. Grace noticed how surreal it was to witness such an intense moment, which he described as a very safe, very quiet neighborhood for the most part. Jensen was taken into custody and is now in the Salt Lake County Jail. Boner candidate number 2, he literally fell through the ceiling. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3, he merely tried to gouge out her eye. He wasn't successful.
Boner candidate number 3 coming up after this. Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by...
Waterproof your home with Baseco, because water can make its way through your foundation in many different ways. Baseco specializes in a variety of permanent foundation waterproofing solutions tailored to your unique issue. From sump pumps all the way to major repairs, crack settling foundations, each solution backed by guarantee. Schedule a free assessment today at baseco.net.
Stop! We interrupt this program with a special news bulletin.
A French judge has ordered that French actor Gerard Depardieu stand trial in a criminal court on charges of rape.
Again?
Related to accusations by actress Charlotte Arnault, a French media report states. The decision comes some 7 years after Ms. Arnault officially brought rape charges against the actor in 2018. The actress, whose father was an old friend of Gerard Depardieu, accuses Monsieur Depardieu of raping and sexually assaulting her twice in his Paris mansion in the summer of 2018 after she went to him for acting advice. The criminal court is France's highest level of court, reserved for crimes carrying sentences of more than 5 years if the accused is found guilty. News of the trial comes 4 months after a Paris court found Gerard Depardieu guilty of sexual assault and gave him an 18-month suspended sentence for that, related to his behavior toward 2 women on the set of the film The Green Shutters in 2021. That trial marked Depardieu's first time in court against a backdrop of at least 20 public allegations of sexually inappropriate behavior against him, dating back decades. Although many allegations have only come to light in recent years, Monsieur Depardieu continues to deny all of the allegations made against him. A man is dead after a standoff with a SWAT team and negotiators Tuesday night in West Jordan. West Jordan Police Deputy Chief Jeremy Robertson said officers were called to reports of a suspect threatening other people inside of a home. They believe the suspect was possibly armed, so SWAT was called in. Police were able to get everybody out of the house except for the suspect and began negotiating with him, trying to get him to exit the home. Robertson said around 6:45 p.m. they had consistent communication with him. Later, police could be heard on a loudspeaker ordering the suspect to exit the house unarmed with his hands up. The suspect did, in fact, has not been named, but Robertson said he's a man 18 to 30 years old. But finally, and they had everybody in the neighborhood said stay in your house.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
there's a shelter in place.
Yeah, but finally they got the guy out and was able, and nobody was ultimately hurt. That's Utah violinist John Shin appeared in court yesterday after being detained by ICE several weeks ago. His attorney, Adam Craik, said that Mr. Shin's case is unique and that there were hundreds of letters written to the judge on Mr. Shin's behalf. We've never seen that kind of community support, Craig said. It was specifically mentioned by the judge that she saw that there was an enormous outpouring from the community, which candidly made a big difference. Craig said that during the hearing, the government argued that Mr. Shin was still a danger to the public because, he has some speeding tickets. So he's a danger to the public. Old speeding tickets.
Yeah, danger.
And he had an impaired driving conviction back in 2020. The judge granted a bond of $25,000, which was ridiculously high. I've not seen a bond amount of that much for this type of a case ever, said his attorney, Mr. Craig. We knew that because of the huge amount of money this is going to... It sort of signals to the government, you can still go after him. He's dangerous. That's why I made the bond so high.
Yeah.
He's not
dangerous.
dangerous.
No, of course he's not.
No.
Shin's wife, Danae Snow, was still in Colorado when Fox News spoke with her, but she said she was watching Monday night's benefit concert virtually. They had a big concert to raise a bunch of money for this. These people are our dear, dear friends who are talented, and to see a stage full of people that we love so much sharing their talents and their gifts in support of John was just the most beautiful experience.
He's been here since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Gina, he had speeding tickets.
Okay.
But here's
don't we all?
Yeah, here's the thing.
No.
They're rounding up people to match the quotas that Stephen Miller has demanded. That's it. They don't care.
No, I don't think you'll find anybody who doesn't think, violent, dangerous people should be removed.
But they're not. Yeah, they're not going after those people.
No, that's not this guy.
You know why? Because those people are dangerous.
Let's see. 9 former leaders of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s views on public health are, dangerous.
Yeah.
Warning they could undermine the nation's safety.
Yep.
In an essay published in the New York Times titled, "We Ran the CDC, Kennedy is Endangering Every American's Health," the former leaders said that they are worried about the wide-ranging impact that Kennedy's decisions will have on public health. The essay was authored by former CDC directors William Fogg, William Roper, David, many of them Republican appointees. And they all say that he is disregarding science. Yeah,
universally.
Disregarding science, and that's going to cost lives.
These are people who are directors of the CDC going back to the 70s.
The at-home stores. Do you know them, Gina? They are they're closing their furniture and home decor chain called At Home. They're closing 29 stores.
Do we have any here?
I think so.
I think we have one. Yeah.
Let's see. Let me look here. There's a big list of all the ones that are closing, and I don't see. No. So never mind.
I may be confusing it with something else.
I don't see Utah.
Well, actually, there's one in Sandy.
Yes.
So.
But it's not on this list. So
yeah, we have 2 of them apparently.
Let's see what else we have here. The Kraft and Heinz are going to separate into 2 separate companies. They used to be 2 separate companies, and then Warren Buffett got a really good idea. Let's merge these 2 companies, and they did. And they said it's really not worked out. They need to. It will increase efficiency if we separate them. One company will go with the Lunchables, and
one company is prepared foods, and the other is shelf stable stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know why that will make it better, but apparently it will. And then finally. Stephen Miller's crazy.
Yeah.
Helping. Let's see. No, this is just a repeat of the same story I just did. So never mind.
But you're
I'm
right.
done.
You're right. He's crazy.
Stephen Miller is crazy.
He is.
Yes. All right. That's
weather, traffic.
Beautiful sunny day today. 93. Next chance for showers looks like maybe Thursday night into Friday. Better chance on Saturday. It looks like. But today's your nice sunny day. Traffic, we've got a few issues for you. Crash ID eastbound at the transition ramp US 40 in Summit County. It's adding to backups over to Kimball Junction in the right lane. Crash at the intersection of 7th East 39th South and Mill Creek has blocked all southbound, westbound, and eastbound lanes of travel. Traffic is forced to turn. You cannot go through the intersection. Things are a little better in Tooele trying to get to Salt Lake than they were yesterday, but still quite a bit of slowdown eastbound through there. And whatever you're seeing on the road, you can always text us and let us know, 33986. You can send us like this. At Home in Bountiful is closing. The At Home store in Bountiful is closing, but it looks like the Riverdale one is staying open. So maybe some of them are staying.
Yeah.
There you go. You can text us stuff like that, too.
All right, here's boner candidate number 3. Now, he merely tried to gouge out her eye. He wasn't successful. A 46-year-old Oklahoma State representative and MAGA supporter will not be spending any time at all behind bars for a series of domestic violence incidents that included him trying to gouge out his wife's eye.
Yeah.
And running his wife and their 16-year-old daughter off the road. Gina, the operative word there is trying. He was not successful. Okay?
Well, then.
Well, it's not like he was able to do it.
Pawnee County District Judge Patrick Pickerel last week handed down a 1-year suspended sentence to Republican Representative Ty Burns after he pleaded guilty to 1 misdemeanor count of domestic abuse and 2 misdemeanor counts of assault, authorities announced. In addition, Burns is going to be required to complete an intervention program as part of his sentence. Now, these are serious charges. Now, while there is no excuse for domestic violence, I'm encouraged that the representative has taken responsibility for his actions and will receive counseling under terms of his sentence. Domestic violence is tragically all too common in our state. It must stop. So it's a suspended sentence. I mean, I just would point out he merely tried to gouge out his wife. He was not successful. And he did run his daughter and wife off the road once, but only one time.
Only one time?
Just one time. Boner candidate. Suspended sentence. Boner candidate number 3.
Let's review the first 2 and vote.
Boner candidate number 1. Well, maybe he should get some points for creativity. It's a scammer who got a bunch of money, over $6,000 out of an elderly Japanese woman because he claimed he was on a spaceship and he desperately needed money to buy oxygen or he would die. Boner candidate number 2, he literally fell through the ceiling. A quiet evening in Midvale turned chaotic when a fugitive's escape attempt quite literally came crashing through his neighbor's ceiling. And boner candidate number 3, well, he merely tried to gouge out her eye. He wasn't successful.
All right. Time to vote for your boner. Which one do you think is the worst of these 3 candidates? Which one should win boner of the day? 1, 2, or 3? Remember your candidate number. Then put that single digit in the message of a text and text it to 33986. Or call Katie in the producer's booth. She'll take your live voice vote at 877-602-9696. Or you can go online, x96.com. Look for the box that says Boners September 3, 2025. Click and vote. If you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It'll appear. Click and vote. Now, don't forget, as soon as the boner is awarded, that means the phone lines will be cleared, wide open for you. Questions for Dr. Cobble, medical questions, at 877-602-9696. Call and ask a doctor about your migraine, about your leg pain, about your membrane. Be ready to call as soon as we award the boner. You got 3.5 minutes. Let's go. This is Boner of the Day.
Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars.
Okay.
Owing a considerable amount of money to the James Brown estate and the Rick James estate.
I would say.
I requested that this
But
morning.
pretty tasty, I must say.
I'm not a Bruno Mars fan.
I'm going to make you one.
No, I don't think so. I think it's Mark Ronson.
No.
And
No, I can tell you it's Bruno Mars, and here's why.
Why?
Because it rips off a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's
Not ripped. Inspired
And
by.
I'm not saying it in a bad
Inspired
way.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
it's probably so. It's Bruno Mars sounding as much as he can like somebody else.
somebody else. Yeah.
But it was enjoyable.
It was. Normally, I don't.
I'm glad that somebody is still making that kind of music.
Exactly.
So that makes me happy.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I do love that kind of music.
Beck had to do it a few years ago.
Yeah.
Which was kind of odd, but
Mm-hmm.
so how? Are you okay, Gina?
I got my song request. I'm great. Why?
Oh, okay. Is that? I guess that's what it was. You just usually you have a greeting for me.
I had my headphones
But you
on.
were-
I was uptown funky. I had no time for you.
Gina's got so much funk.
I don't. That's why I have to add it to my life.
I've seen her. I've seen her dance. She's got the. See, I don't dance. Because
You know
I,
better?
Because I know I look silly. I know I look like a white guy. I have to be really, really, really drunk.
And you probably haven't even done that in a long time.
In a really long time.
There are mornings when we're playing a song.
Oh, do I do it and not realize I'm doing it?
And we've been meaning to have an intervention.
Do I sometimes dance and I don't realize I'm dancing?
Sometimes you air guitar.
Do I?
Yeah.
And I don't know I'm doing it.
And air drum. And
that's terrible.
Yeah.
The last time I remember dancing, I believe, what was that band that used to play at all like Green Street, and I want to say, they were like Solid Groove or Solid Gold or
I don't know.
That and they and they put
The
on
Disco
the wig.
Drippers?
Disco Drippers. There we go.
Drippers.
The Disco Drippers. And I remember when at Trolley Square, when Green Street was there, and it was the middle of summer, and they would have cordon off part of the parking lot there, and you could just go out there and dance.
Right.
And I believe the Disco Drippers were there.
Quite possibly.
And I remember dancing there and taking off most of my clothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
It was. It was.
You were having a good time.
I was indeed having a great time. I was down to a shirt and boxer shorts.
Really?
Yeah. And dancing to the Disco Drippers. And I think our salesman, the guy who later became our salesman, was singing with the Disco Drippers at that time. Scott.
He was with the band at the time.
Scott, what's his name?
Yeah.
Yep. Took off most of my clothing. I was dancing with a.
I don't know how I missed that.
I was dancing. Well, you weren't there. That's how. You weren't invited.
But you'd think that word would have got out. Bill's over there.
No, I was with my actor friends.
Oh,
I do need to be drunk to dance, but I do it more often than that. I was a wedding in Idaho was the last time.
Oh, I think I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
Well,
There's video evidence of this, and it's a bad thing.
Well, let's face it. I have seen people, white people that dance well, but we are not among them, I think. No, not among them.
And I think you get a pass at a wedding. I don't think anyone's going to, Because
I often make passes at people at weddings. I think he's a little obsessed.
Yeah. The new season starts in like a week.
Oh, okay. So Victoria will be calling in. All right.
And for those of you that say, why do you do that segment? John Oliver,
there you
right
go.
there.
All right. Let's get to Boner of the Day. Let's award it.
Yeah. This morning's Boner is brought to you in part by a Chinese chicken salad.
And Feldman's Deli, Utah's authentic Jewish deli with expanded hours, now open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., breakfast till 10:30, lunch, dinner, live music Fridays and Saturdays. More information at feldmansdeli.com.
Perhaps it would be better to say an Asian-influenced chicken salad. Well, we had 3 boner candidates. Only one of them was real strong, though, apparently. Boner candidate number 1, well, he should get some points for creativity. The a guy who scammed the woman, a Japanese woman, out of all this money because he said, "I'm stuck on a space station and I need money to buy oxygen or I'm going to die."
Well, we can't let that happen.
And then number 2, the guy who fell through the ceiling, he came in 3rd. But boner candidate number 3 got 147 votes and wins boner of the day.
There you go. It's your boner of the day for today, September 3, 2025.
He didn't actually gouge his wife's eyes
No.
out. He just
He tried, but he didn't.
he was unsuccessful.
Give him points for that.
Sure.
By the way, not a drag queen. I'll just point
Not,
that out.
not a drag queen. All right. We sponsored, Dr. Cobble?
Oh, yeah. So why spend stupid ticket prices for concerts when you can experience great live music for much less at Salt Lake's coolest, most intimate venues? Check out Dexter and the Moon Rocks Thursday, September 4th at the State Room. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
All right, it's time to call and ask a bona fide physician. I've seen his license on the wall of his office. Dr. Michael Cobble is with us, and he can answer your questions. 877-602-9696. Good morning, Dr. Cobble. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. I'm great. Thank you.
877-602-9696 for your questions for Dr. Cobble. If it hurts there, maybe he can tell you why it hurts there. Now, Dr. Cobble, let's just talk about the new COVID vaccine guidelines. How's this going to work? as far
Bill
as you're
tried
concerned?
yesterday and couldn't get it.
Well, they just didn't have any.
But Gina said that she was in California.
Well, yeah, when we were in California, my husband said, hey, while we're here, maybe we should get a COVID vaccine because we don't need a prescription here. But once we go home, we're going to need a prescription. Can you talk about that at all?
Yeah, that's correct. I've had patients over the weekend already asking me to send prescriptions in for them. So apparently you have to get a prescription for the COVID vaccine, and you have to be 65 or older or under that age with some kind of chronic illness.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not 65. Does that mean even I can't get with a prescription can't get it?
I'm uncertain how strict the pharmacist will be, and I don't know if your insurance will pay for it. So you may be stuck paying for it yourself.
Thanks, RFK.
I know. It's sad times.
It's ridiculous.
It's a little bit crazy.
Now, but before this happened, anybody who wanted a COVID vaccination could get one.
Correct.
Anybody. Didn't matter what age they.
You can just walk into a pharmacy and say, please.
Yeah, and generally insurance would pay for that, and they would, and the pharmacist would say, oh, sure, be happy to give you. And then all of a sudden, that's just gone out the window. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, and there was a Lancet publication in 2022 in a reputable medical journal that showed the vaccine development had saved 14.5 to 19.8 million lives.
Yeah.
So I noticed early in the week that the current administration was asking for these life-saving companies to prove the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
But that's already been published. So, it's just more distraction, more noise, more misinformation. There have been multiple publications showing the benefit.
So this, what do you think is going to happen? Because clearly fewer people are going to be getting the vaccine this fall. What could be the ramifications of that?
I don't know. It's tough. We may not have the continuing community resistance, and you may see this virus come back and be a little more deadly again. But it's hard to say. I think we get the flu vaccine every year because of the benefits, and So it's just hard to say. I know during the original pandemic, we just didn't have the hospital facilities and the workers to take care of all the people who are coming into the hospital and staying in the ICU. And the average hospitalization was over $300,000 if you caught COVID and you're hospitalized. So, I think the bad thing in retrospect is probably shutting down a lot of businesses. And, I think that was bad for the economy and the businesses. But I think you probably had to do it until a vaccine was available, because our hospital systems, which we think are the best in the world, could not handle or manage the inflow of sick people.
I had the pharmacist say to me yesterday that there's a different kind of COVID vaccine coming this fall. There's the mRNA, and then and I didn't understand really what he was saying. There's a different formulation of it. Do you know anything about that?
Well, there were non-mRNA vaccines, but they just weren't easily available, and really just did not become part of the regular practice in the marketplace. So maybe that is being promoted and being pushed. And I can't remember if Johnson & Johnson was making that, or AstraZeneca, or a different company.
He did mention a company too, and I don't recall which one it was. And he said they're quite effective. They're just as effective.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know if they're just as effective, but I think all the vaccines are very effective. But again, I think the confusion is that mRNA is a new vaccine, and really that science has been around 20 plus years. So, and it might be Novavax. I'm trying to remember the company that makes the non-mRNA. But there are one or two companies.
I think that's the one he said.
Okay.
So I need a pre-existing condition if I'm under 65 to get the vaccine?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the recommendation.
How about I'm fat? How about that? Is that
You're
good
not
enough?
fat.
Hey,
well,
yes, he is.
Might qualify.
How about?
I mean, that is a chronic medical issue. I just don't know if your insurance will pay for it.
Oh.
Based on that. Yeah.
Great.
877-602-9696. If you have we don't have to talk about this the whole time.
You
maybe
got something that hurts?
You got an owie?
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, Dr. Cobble's good with owies. He can help you with an owie. If you've got an owie, he can tell you.
He's treated an owie or two.
Yes.
We got an owie.
Let's see. Do corticosteroids count?
Count for
as
what?
what?
That's how I was able to get my first shot early.
Yeah, I mean, people that are on corticosteroids usually have a chronic medical condition or autoimmune issues. So I think that probably would qualify. Again, I'm uncertain whether insurance will pay for it. So again, insurance companies will use any excuse not to pay for something. So this may be, excuse for them not to step up and pay for it.
Katie, you're going to that EDM festival, so you'd better.
Do you have any idea how much, if the insurance doesn't pay for it, how much a jab costs?
Oh, I would imagine somewhere in the $200 to $350 range, somewhere in there.
Reasonable.
Most vaccines are $50 to $90, but like chickenpox vaccine is $200. Retail-ish, and the wholesale price isn't much cheaper than that. So I would imagine it's going to be in that $200 to $300 range.
Which again means not as many people are going to get it. That may be enough
Correct.
to keep them from getting
Could
it.
I use the fact if is an underlying condition that I'm ugly?
No.
No.
And you're not. I'm sorry. Wait. You're not ugly.
Oh.
Carrie's not fat, and you're not ugly.
Yeah, I'm fat and ugly.
All right.
Does that get into the lightning lane at Disneyland?
I'll let you know. All right, we will take a break. We'll be back after these messages. Your questions for Dr. Cobble, 877-602-9696. We prefer your phone calls, but we will take your text questions. It's inevitable that you leave something out, though, when you text us, 33986. So we prefer your call at 877-602-9696. Traffic, please, Gene.
Crash I-15 northbound at Point of the Mountain, blocking 2 left lanes and the left shoulder. I'm looking at the UDOT cameras, and it is pretty much stopped, backed to 2100 north in Lehigh. Crash I-80 eastbound at the transition ramp to US 40 in Summit County. It's adding to backups over to Kimball Junction in the right lane. Crash at the intersection 7th East, 39th South, and Mill Creek has blocked all southbound, westbound, and eastbound lanes of travel. Traffic is forced to turn and not go through the intersection. If you see something, you can text it to us, 33986. Why spend stupid ticket prices for concerts when you can experience great live music for much less at Salt Lake's coolest, most intimate venues? Check out Dexter and the Moon Rocks Thursday, September 4th at the Stateroom. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
877-602-9696 is the number to call to talk to Dr. Cobble. Larson HVAC and Plumbing.
Do not wait until you turn on your furnace to decide if you have a furnace that works or not.
Yeah. You don't want to be there. Ooh, it's cold this morning, hon.
Yeah.
And nothing's happening.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, this time of year is the perfect time of year to get a tune-up on your furnace. Have your water heater serviced and checked. Larson HVAC and Plumbing has a special offer for X96 listeners, friends of the program, on their fall furnace tune-ups and VIP plans, along with a free water assessment where they check your HVAC and plumbing systems, make sure everything's running like it should. Plus, listeners will get 10% off your first service. We've all used Larson for HVAC and plumbing needs in our houses. They're Ream Pro certified, and you can trust them. They're not the kind of guys that come in and find something wrong that's not wrong just to upsell you. They fix what needs fixing, and then they take care of you. They take care of us, too. Go to larsonhvac.com/X96 to get your code, or mention X96 when you call 801-930-5450.
Hey, I'm on vacation.
It is the 23rd century. Humans have left the lowly confines of planet Earth and have sought their destiny among the stars. While many things have changed, one constant remains: the need for young men to venture forth and do the work of the Lord. This is the tale of two such men who at the age of 19 have answered the call of their general authorities and are embarking on a 2-year mission to spread the gospel throughout the entire galaxy. This is the story of Space Elders.
Today, we join our missionaries as they land on a remote planet called Triskelion.
Hey, Lehigh, ever wonder where Zone Leader Hansen finds planets no one has ever heard of to send us to?
Well, I'm sure these folks just call the 1-800 Subspace Channel and request visits by missionaries.
Well, we've been on Triskelion for over a minute now, and no one's made an attempt on our lives. I'd say so far so good.
Well, these are the agreed-upon coordinates. We were supposed to wait here for them to contact us.
What the flip?
Hey, where are we now?
You are in a cavern miles below the surface of Triskelion.
Looky, Butch, disembodied brains. Who are you guys?
We are the providers. 200 quatlus for the tall one. 300 quatlus for the tall one.
Excuse me, providers. I'm Lehigh Christiansen, and this is Elder Jensen.
500 quatlus for Elder Jensen.
As I was saying, we represent the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
You know, the Mormons.
600 quatlus for Elder Jensen.
We was wondering if you had heard of our church and if you'd like to hear more.
700 quatlus for Elder Jensen, and I'll let you have the fat one for free.
Hey, wait just a minute. Missionaries come in pairs. You can't split us up. We are a package deal.
Okay. 800 quatlus for both of the Mormons. That's my final offer.
Did we just get sold to that glowing brain under the glass doodad over there?
That's what it sounded like. We'd better get to the bottom of this.
Excuse me. It's me over here, Lehigh.
You know, the fat one.
But you're not helping.
Sorry.
If you brains are done talking amongst yourselves, we'd just like to talk to you about joining our faith.
Silence! You are now a drill thrall. You will fight in the arena for our amusement until you are dead.
I don't like the looks of this.
Come on, don't be such a wussy. We have these big stick thingies to defend ourselves with, and our opponent is a scantily clad woman with big breasts. Come on, lady, take your best shot. Ow! Hey, I wasn't ready. Try that again, I dare you. Ow!
Hey, that's gonna leave a mark. Hey, provider guys, care to make a new wager?
300 quatloos on the missionaries. 400 quatloos on the scantily clad woman with big breasts.
How would you like to wager your eternal souls?
Make this good, or we will teleport you onto the surface of Triskelion Sun.
Okay, here's the deal. If we win, we get to go free, and you donate 1,000 quatloos to the LDS Church Missionary Program. We lose, and we will remain drill thralls and fight for your amusement.
I don't know. That's a lot of quatloos.
Well, you chicken?
You have a wager. You two against all of the other drill thralls.
Oh, well, it was nice knowing you, Lehigh.
Don't sweat it, Butch. I got a plan. Is this the end of Butch and Lehigh? Will they spend the rest of their very short lives as drill thralls? Can quatloos be used to pay tithing? How exactly would you baptize a disembodied brain anyway? Tune in next time to hear Lehigh say, "Put down your stick, Butch, and follow my lead."
But we couldn't take a prissy girl thrall, and you think we can take on all them without weapons?
Trust me. Excuse me, drill thralls. I'm Elder Christiansen of the LDS Church. My companion, Elder Jensen,
Hi.
and I were wondering if you'd like to learn more about the Mormon Church.
Hey, where's everybody going?
Foul! You cheated! I demand a rematch!
On the next eye-gouging episode of Space Elders.
Malcolm and Roy texted in. Also says, "Shut up, Bill." But I don't. That's not for you, Bill. It's somebody else's name.
Where's he from?
And Roy.
Well, now that we have love at home, let's return to the Care Corner with Dr. Cobble.
Care Corner.
We've got a bunch of phone calls for you, Dr. Cobble, so let's go to those.
Let's begin with, looks like Leah.
Hi, Leah. What's your question?
Hi, thanks for letting me listen.
You're welcome.
So I'm sitting in California right now, and I'm a person 52 and no existing medical conditions. So you're telling me, Dr. Cobble, I need to go and get my COVID vaccine before I come home.
Well, it sounds like it. I don't think you're going to get it here.
Yeah. Well,
that looks like I'm going to Walgreens or CVS.
Leah, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know, will you?
And I would say I
definitely will.
Go to Walgreens because CVS said that they're just not going to carry it, right?
No, IHC.
No.
Oh, IHC?
I don't know.
I thought it was CVS as well.
Check them out.
Yeah, just ask around.
All right. Thanks, Leah.
Oh, okay. I'll make a stop and let you know if I can get my vaccine here.
Let
us know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Let's go to Katie. Hi, Katie.
Hello, Katie. What's your question? Katie, welcome to the Care Corner, Katie.
Maybe we lost Katie.
Katie, she's having problems with a bloody nose. Maybe
it's happening right now.
No.
Oh, it's Heidi. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
My name
Katie
is
here.
Heidi. Sorry.
Well, all right.
So my husband has pretty serious bloody noses regularly, but last night I'm trying to not be too graphic because I know I'm on the radio, but it was pouring out of his nose for probably 20 minutes, draining in his throat. He was coughing it up.
Yeah.
We almost went to the emergency room. has had an ablation before several years ago, and they told him the veins are very close to the surface, but I've never seen anything like what he had last night. So I just wanted to get Dr. Cobble's thoughts on we should see if it happens again. We should go to
All
a
right.
doctor.
What's up, Dr. Cobble?
Yeah, I mean, that's difficult. I think the big thing is trying to moisturize that nose, try not to blow it much, maybe using a little bit of a non-Vaseline gel at the very internal part of the nose at night when he goes to bed. A humidifier in your bedroom may help. The key really is, you're going to have to block the opening when he starts bleeding, and then really the place where you need to put pressure is the very top of the bridge of the nose.
Yeah.
Because that's where the blood vessels come in. So it's not down at the opening where you block, again, you may stuff something in there to try to just keep it from pouring out. You've got to get you've got to put the pressure at the very top of the bridge of the nose, right where the main bone comes out.
Okay.
And that's where typically you'll be able to stop it in 3 to 5 minutes. But,
shove some cotton in there.
His nose.
Yeah. Shove some cotton in the nostrils and then really pinch hard.
Toilet paper, or cleaner, But then really put pressure at the top of the bridge of the nose, right, very top.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, that's
good luck.
Thank you.
That's scary.
Thanks.
All right. Jessica is here.
Jessica, what's your question for
Hello.
Dr. Cobble?
Well, thank you for letting me listen.
You're welcome.
I was curious, either nationwide, if the sterilization rates between men and women have gone up or increased in the past few years.
You mean more men getting vasectomies than it used to be that it was?
And women getting tubal ligations
Yeah.
and
Okay.
whatnot.
Oh, I don't know. You might have to Google that. I'm not familiar with that. I know when I was in training, the tubal ligation was much more common, and then vasectomy was becoming quite common because it was like, why should the women have to have the procedure when the men are equally responsible? So I haven't looked at that in a long time, but I know vasectomies became very popular and still see a lot of men getting vasectomies, but I don't know if it's 50-50 now between men and women, or that's a great question.
Listen, vasectomies are so popular, I've had 3.
This says 1 in 4 women have undergone a sterilization procedure, making it the most common form of contraception. Recent data indicates that sterilization rates increased significantly after the Dobbs decision in 2022, particularly in states where abortion is banned or restricted.
Oh, I see.
So, but what about men? So it's 1 in 4.
What's the vasectomy rate?
Yeah, the vasectomy rate. What's that?
Uh,
I bet it's still way low.
Yeah, but it's interesting that the Dobbs decision is what fueled that.
And it's but see, the whole thing about the vasectomy and as opposed to tubal ligation, I think I'm right, Dr. Cobble. It's a vasectomy is a much simpler, less invasive procedure, right?
I mean, it's easy to do. Yeah, I mean, they're both pretty simple, but I think the vasectomy is more simple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 11% of men age 18 to 64 have undergone a vasectomy, while 25% of women.
Okay. And then vasectomy rates did go up 13% after 2020, after the Roe was overturned. So not as much as tubals, but
So, Jessica, we're glad we could Google all that for you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Get a computer, okay?
Thanks, Jessica.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jessica. Let's go to Paige. Hi, Paige.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
What you got?
I have a 15-year-old son who has a receding hairline. His school pictures came back, and we all kind of went, eek.
Well, that's not going to help his Listen, that's not going to help his self-esteem when you look at his pictures and go, "Ooh!" You just say, "Honey, it's
we didn't
fine."
do it in front of him.
Oh,
but-
Not in front of him.
Oh, jeez.
Behind his back is even worse. All right.
Yeah.
So everybody's trying to sell you something. So I'm just wondering if there's a true cure or a remedy for this.
Well, I think there are options available. I think certainly a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon that specializes in hair, receding hairline issues. I think that, medications might have some value, but a surgical option may be better. But, of course, starting with medication is the most conservative route. But there should be some good dermatologists around you that would have answers to those issues.
So see a dermatologist.
Yeah.
Okay, that helps. I just wanted a direction on who to talk to save on a copay. So
there you go, Paige.
Okay. I'll hit the dermatologist. So thank you very much.
And don't make fun of him, okay?
I will approach him gently.
There you
okay.
go. All right. We all remember that kid.
Yeah.
I think every class had one, I think.
Yeah.
The poor singleton kids. Let's see. Ask Dr. Cobble this. Why someone who has never snored before suddenly starts snoring, and how can I combat my new snoring?
Ooh, that's a toughie. It just depends on the person, their age. I think of snoring typically in people that have chronic nasal problems. So if they have a deviated septum or they have chronic sinus problems or allergy problems, certainly people that drink more at night are going to have a bigger snoring problem. People that gain weight typically have a bigger snoring problem. So those are things I'd think about. I don't think it's unreasonable to see their primary care doctor or see an ear, nose, and throat doctor to look at the oral pharyngeal and nasal pharyngeal pathway. But without knowing more about the person's history or their age or their body habitus or their lifestyle, it's hard to give a good answer about that. But something's changed, obviously.
You might want to
never been a snorer.
Might want to check and see if it happens only when it's raining and pouring.
Yeah. Tom.
Well,
Thomas.
You can bring that up, but some people have allergies to ozone.
That's
and
true.
when it rains
there you
outside,
go.
their asthma and their sinuses can get remarkably worse.
All right. Tom, ask your vasectomy question quickly, please. We have to break.
Hey, how reversible are they typically? Do you from your understanding?
Yeah, they are reversible, but I'm not sure if they're 30% success rate or 50%. A urologist would be able to answer that really well.
It's not always successful, but it can be.
Can be.
Yeah.
Are they cheaper in the long run than buying rubbers?
They're certainly cheaper than having children.
Yes, exactly. Sure, that's exactly.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Yeah.
Depends on the quality of rubber you buy.
Yeah, you get that lambskin stuff, it's going to cost you. Anyway, thank you, Dr. Cobble.
Thank you, Dr. Cobble.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a great week.
Still call them rubbers?
I guess.
He was.
I kind of
They
like that.
haven't been rubber for 40 years.
I think he was just being funny.
I think he was 85 years old. All right. What do you have, traffic?
I have northbound I-15, 102nd south, 3 lanes closed. It is pretty much at a standstill. Looks like it's backing, all the way into Lehigh. So that is a problem. Crash northbound I-15 Center Street in Provo. Crash southbound I-15 Riverdale Road, milepost 339. Crash eastbound Bangor Highway 11th West. And let's see. Looks like that's about it. If you're seeing anything, please share it with us. 33986 is where you do that. Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice, paints, and more. Haster Games, 6831 South State or HasterGames.com.
Beat Gina coming up after these messages and a song. Beat Gina, the game that everyone wants to play. What is the prize that we're playing for today?
Tickets to see Third Eye Blind September 10th at the Days of 47 Arena at the Utah State Fair Park.
All right, Third Eye Blind tickets, 877-602-9696. All you got to do is play Beat Gina. Charlie Sheen trivia today.
Okay.
It's his birthday.
Okay.
So all you got to do is play Beat Gina. 877-602-9696. You'll get those Third Eye Blind tickets. Call in. Line up as soon as possible. ranlife.com/X96.
The state of Utah is giving out money to help you buy a home. And it isn't a gimmick. Rand Life can tell you how to get that money and help you get as much as possible. There's a limit. I mean, it's about up to $27,500. But Rand Life can really help you out with this. And, you know, it's working with a mortgage company like Rand Life, a local mortgage company, isn't like it used to be. You had to, go into the office all the time and sit and have them explain it and sign papers. You almost never have to even see them personally. It's all done electronically on your computer, and you can sign documents on your computer. Rand Life can help you get this mortgage money. They know the ins and outs of these programs. So if you've been thinking about buying a home, now's the time to do it. Go to randlife.com/X96 for more information. randlife.com/X96. Did you see a lot of happy people in there? A lot of smiles, Savannah smiles? Sorry. I'm sorry.
So for spring break, we wanted to go see my sailor son, Festus, who's in the Navy. And he's stationed at the Mayport Naval Center in Jacksonville, Florida.
But nobody wanted to go.
But nobody wants to go to Jacksonville.
Is it because it's Florida? Or
I wouldn't go.
Jacksonville specifically is.
Are you sure? Oh, you've been there.
Yeah. So we thought, okay, how can we do a trip and see Festus without having to go to Jacksonville? There's some pictures accompanying these stories. If you
there
go
we
to
go.
x96.com/live.
Who are those people?
That's my family. That's
It
Joe and Festus and Jonesy and Mohammed.
God, they're both getting so big.
I know. So we thought, Savannah, we've heard cool things about, and it's like 2 hours from Jacksonville.
Okay,
so we're
he
close.
can do that.
Well, he's in the Navy. He can just take a ship up there.
Sure.
So we went to Jacksonville and had some great meals suggested by Carrie's wife, Sue.
Did you find those places?
Who's good at restaurant recommendations.
He got rid of the mustache.
Yes, he
thank
did
God.
shave. Festus shaved.
Begging him to shave for years.
I said, did you do that just for me because we came to visit? One of the places we went to eat was the Old Pink House.
The what?
The Old Pink House in
Okay.
Savannah. And it's been around since 1771.
Wow.
And it is an old pink house. Delicious food there.
I think I ate at a boarding house in Savannah, Mrs. Something's boarding house, where everybody sat at tables, communal tables, and they just brought out big dishes of food. It was great.
And one of the other places we went, so we had a lot of good meals.
Ooh, that looks good.
But Mohammed, my youngest son, not the prophet, wanted to go to Waffle House. It's
all right.
Because it's the South.
You're in the South.
And there's a reason there are a lot of waffle. I mean,
They're
they're
everywhere.
They're open all night, and they're good.
And they stay open through hurricanes.
Oh, do they?
They are the go-to place. They say if the Waffle House closes, things are really bad.
So you put on your MAGA hat so you'd fit in.
So we went to a Waffle House close to Savannah, and it was a nice Waffle House. It was clean.
I've been in them. They're nice. They're okay.
Not all of them. It was not. So we sit down, and our waitress. Most of the people in the Waffle House, they've got the blue uniform on.
Yeah.
Our waitress had hot Barbie pink uniform, impeccable.
All right.
She was gorgeous, perfect makeup, perfect hair. Her name was Tawanda. And Mohammed, who's done some investigating about the Waffle House, he said she's an executive waitress. Like she's
he knew this.
She's a special
Wow,
kind of waitress.
Okay.
Like not every Waffle House has a Tawanda. You have to. I don't know how many people you have to serve or what you have to do to get to. And so she comes up to take your order. And Mohammed said, I'll have, and if you go to x96.com/live, he said, I'll have the 2-egg breakfast, which is 2 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, hash browns, and bacon, and 2 waffles.
And a huge amount of food.
And Tawanda said, are you sure? She said, I have 4 boys, and I don't think they could eat all that. Are you sure? And she's a professional she's executive waitress. She's seen a lot.
She's seen some hungry people come in.
And Mohammed said, no, I can do. If you go to x96.com/live, he ate all of that.
He ate all of that? Good Lord.
I could eat that.
You could eat all of that in one
Bet.
sitting?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yes.
So that was Tawanda.
And I'd still have room for pie.
Barbie, hot pink executive waitress. Clean, nice Waffle House. A couple days later, Mohammed enjoyed that breakfast so much, he's like, can we go back? Can we go to another Waffle House? This was not in a great part of town, this one.
Oh, okay.
We had another waitress named Tawanda.
No.
Different Waffle House.
It's a requirement.
Is it a title?
They all have to have
Different.
one. They all have to have one waitress named Tawanda.
And Jonesy said, I can't do Waffle House twice. I can't do it. So next door was a Starbucks. And I said, well, Jonesy and I can go to Starbucks and the boys can go to Waffle House. And I have never had this happen in a Starbucks before. There are more Waffle Houses than Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the South.
Of course.
We walked in the door, and there were 75 people in the Starbucks. So we waited in line. We get up to the front of the line, and the woman behind the counter said, "We're only doing black coffee."
What? Why is that?
We-
Did they run out?
We are so backed up. We're 45 minutes behind on any drink other
Ridiculous.
What was going
than
on?
black coffee.
So you stood in line for a while only to find that out?
Yeah, I mean,
that's ridiculous.
we didn't.
Yeah, they should have shouted
told
out
us
to
at the
you.
beginning, right?
Yeah, they should have somewhere along the line, walked down the line and said, by the way.
Yeah, no, we waited the whole time, and so we left there and went back to the Waffle House where Tawanda was. But
and the Waffle House also, it's required that they have one waiter in every Waffle House named Albert.
But Waffle House is kind of cool. I mean, I know you've been to one.
I've been in bunches of them.
But you're practically sitting in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Like the waitress doesn't leave the kitchen. Your booth just backs right up to the kitchen, and they just sort of turn around and
here you go.
Yeah, take your order.
Here you are, honey.
Yeah.
I've always had a perfectly fine experience at the Waffle House.
Have you seen the Waffle House sketch though from the Saturday Night Live?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Just recently?
I would put that, Carrie, correct me if I'm wrong, I would put that in my top 10 Saturday Night Live sketches of all time.
Top 10?
Well, why would you be wrong if that's where you want to put it?
I mean,
That's
it's
your
not
list.
saying a lot.
I mean,
It is.
And it was just recently.
It
Who
was with the Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega.
It is, and you have to watch it all the way to the end because the payoff is.
That's the payoff.
I'll look for it.
I'll actually see if I can post it for you.
I found the boarding house that I ate at years ago, Mrs. Wilkes Boarding House.
Mrs. Wilkes.
In Savannah, Georgia.
I'm
And
Mrs. Wilkes.
It's an actual boarding house. There are people who live there.
Who board there?
Who board there and then come down to have lunch, and then you line up, let the general public in and fill in the tables.
We ate at a place called 1790. Everything there's from the 1700s. Savannah is one of the oldest cities.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on the ghost tours. So there's crowds of people walking by, and there's a million ghost tours in Savannah. But we actually went to eat inside there. And on the menu, it has the story of all the ghost stories.
Mm-hmm.
There's a woman there whose sailor left her, and she jumped out of the window to go after him. And then there's another ghost where it's a little boy who likes to leave. I thought of you, Billy. Likes to leave dimes around.
Uh-huh.
The dime ghost.
And it has to be the ghost.
Yeah.
It
Sure.
can't be
There's
just people leaving dimes
Carrie,
around.
there are dishes that are moved.
I get tired of your skepticism sometimes.
I know. It's frightening, isn't it?
But Festus just quickly wanted me to tell all the friends of the program he misses you and he loves you, and he still listens, and he's out there.
People want to know, at the Pink House, did they sing to you, and did you go to the basement bar?
No, I didn't know there was a basement.
Secret basement bar.
You're going to have to go back.
At the Pink House, Gina. Because that song was featured in the episode of Alien Earth from last night.
Oh, cool. That's one of my favorite Smashing Pumpkins.
They always throw one on at the end for the credits. All right. Beat Gina, brought to you by...
Catch Third Eye Blind September 10th at the Days of 47 Arena at Utah State Fair Park. Tickets and more information at x96.com.
It's time for Beat Gina. I'm your announcer, Johnny O, with a bit of poetry for you long-suffering housewives out there. A modern young housewife named Hughes was constantly going down to the basement to change a fuse. Said a neighbor, my dear, you need full house power here for all the devices you use. If fuses blow often in your home, you probably have low house power. Not enough wiring, outlets, and switches for you to run your electrical appliances and lighting efficiency. So, make sure you have full house power. Call the House Power Specialist, your electrical contractor today. House Power, to help you live electrically, sponsored by Edison Electric Institute. There you go. And now, speaking of house power, there's power in the house when he's here.
Well,
your host, Kerry Jackson.
Thank you, Johnny Ola.
You're welcome.
All right. The randomizer has picked a contestant. Gina, you'll be playing against Kelly today. Kelly, are you there?
I am here.
All right, Kelly, we're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you the advantage if you call it correctly, heads or tails.
Oh, tails never fails.
All right, let's see. It never failed today.
Oh, okay. Well, you're one step closer to these Third Eye Blind tickets, Kelly.
All right, Kelly, the first question is for you to answer on your own. Multiple choice pop culture trivia. If you get it correctly, you get the point. If not, Gina has been paying attention, and she'll answer the same question correctly, stealing your point away. We'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. It's Charlie Sheen's birthday today. So here we go, Charlie Sheen trivia. Kelly, first question. Charlie Sheen was offered a scholarship by the University of Kansas to play what? Is it 1, baseball? Is it 2, wrestling? Is it 3, sloth tossing? Or 4, douche canoeing?
Ooh, 4 is tempting, but I think it's baseball.
Baseball. Correct.
That's a point for Kelly.
All right.
Now, Gina.
Gina.
Yes.
What role did Charlie Sheen turn down? Is it 1, Daniel LaRusso in The Karate Kid?
Okay.
Was it 2, Paul Atreides in Dune? Was it 3, Wicket in Caravan of Courage and Ewok Adventure? Or 4, Short Round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
I am going to go with Karate Kid.
Karate Kid is correct. Wow.
1-1. Back to Kelly.
Yes, Kelly. In 2011, Charlie Sheen set a Guinness World Record for what? Is it 1, I've spent, I think, close to the last decade effortlessly and magically converting your tin cans into pure gold? Is it 2, this bootleg cult, arrogantly referred to as Alcoholics Anonymous, reports a 5% success rate? My success rate is 100%. Is it 3, highest paid sitcom star of the year? Or 4, fastest time to reach 1 million followers on Twitter?
Ooh, that's got to be the 2.5 Men days, so I'm going to go with the sitcom. Highest paid sitcom.
That's why I threw it in there to distract you.
Gina.
He was not
Right
the
there.
highest paid sitcom?
No.
Really? Really?
Really?
What's your answer, Gina?
So then it's 4?
Yes. Fastest time to reach 1 million followers on Twitter.
Huh.
There you go.
All right. I would have said the same thing, Kelly.
Well, he may in fact have been the highest paid, but he wasn't in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Got it. Okay.
It's 2-1, and Gina controls the question. She could win with this one.
Gina?
Yeah.
In 2006, what was the name of the clothing line created by Charlie Sheen?
Okay.
Is it 1, Winning Wardrobe? Is it 2, Sheen Kids? Is it 3, Tiger's Blood short sleeve only shirts? Or 4, I'm on a drug called Charlie Sheen sandals?
Sandals. I'll go with number 1.
Winning Wardrobe?
Yeah. No?
I did that.
Chance to tie it.
Oh, man. What were the options again? Sorry.
Number 2, Sheen Kids. 3, Tiger's Blood short sleeve only shirts. Or 4, I'm on a drug called Charlie Sheen sandals.
Number 2. I don't know.
Sheen Kids is correct.
All right.
They shouldn't have let that happen.
It did.
2-2.
Jeez.
And Kelly controls the question. Now you could win, Kelly.
All right, Kelly.
All right.
Let me see. Charlie Sheen was considered for the leading role in what film? And I'll give you a hint, in 1992. He was considered for the leading role. Was it 1, The Lawnmower Man? Was it 2, The Mighty Ducks? Was it 3, I've got magic, I've got poetry in my fingertips most of the time, and this includes naps. I'm an F-18, bro, and I will destroy you in the air. I will deploy my ordnance to the ground. Or was it 4, I have defeated this earthworm with my words. Imagine what I would have done with my fire-breathing fists.
I'm going to go with number 2.
Mighty Ducks is correct.
And
yeah,
there you go, Kelly. You win. Nicely
brother
done.
Emilio.
Emilio got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Nicely done.
All right, hang on the line. We'll
Winning.
tell you. Winning.
Exactly. Very,
winning.
very good, Kelly. You've got those third eye blind
Thank you.
tickets.
Hang on, we'll tell you how to
That's
get
what I've got to go home. Mrs. Old called. Apparently, we've blown a fuse.
Oh, my. All right, Big Boy News now brought to you by...
Laser Maestro presents Rush, only at Clark Planetarium. Step inside Friday and Saturday nights and feel the power of Rush like never before. Stunning visuals, heart-pounding sound, legendary music surround you in every direction. Experience the ultimate Rush tribute. Go to clarkplanetarium.org.
Chris Columbus, who directed 2 Harry Potter movies, said there will be no cast reunion because J.K. Rowling is a transphobe.
That's right.
Rowling, unsurprisingly, launched into a transphobic rant on X. It's never going to happen with all that political stuff. Everyone in the cast has their own opinion, which is different from her opinion, which makes it impossible, he argued. Naturally, Rowling followed Columbus's statement with a whole bunch of bigotry.
Yep.
She continued to outline what beliefs that her former co-worker might have taken issue with. Is it my belief that women and girls should have their own public changing rooms and bathrooms? That women should retain female-only rape crisis centers? That men don't belong in women's sport? That women should remain a protected class in law because they have sex-specific needs and issues? That women should not be threatened with violence? You know, it goes on and on.
Yeah.
Why is this her hill?
I don't know.
I still don't know. Why?
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
It can be her hill. I mean, she's incredibly wealthy. She will never have to do anything ever again.
She can say what she wants.
Yeah.
Let's see. Science says, and more than 80 scientists have panned, the Department of Energy's recently released report on climate change, describing it as riddled with errors, founded on cherry-picked data, and just plain wrong. This report makes a mockery of science, said Andrew Dessler, a climate scientist at Texas A&M University who organized the response alongside Rutgers climate scientist Robert Kopp. It relies on ideas that were rejected a long time ago, supported by misrepresentations of the body of scientific knowledge, omission of important facts, arm-waving, anecdotes, and confirmed bias. In July, the Department of Energy released a report entitled A Critical Review of Impacts of Greenhouse Gas Emissions on the U.S. Climate, which significantly downplayed the effects of climate change. In it, the writers concluded that claims of increased frequency or intensity of hurricanes, tornadoes,
it's hurricanes,
floods, and droughts are not supported by U.S. historical data, and that CO2-induced warming appears to be less damaging economically than commonly believed. Climate scientists from a range of institutions, including MIT, UCLA, and the University of Washington, signed a statement to the agencies disputing those conclusions and questioning the way that the facts were framed in the report.
They're creating their own science.
Yep.
They're creating their own history.
The scientists noted that the report's authors cherry-picked findings and cited outdated or discredited studies in order to support their assertions while failing to conduct a peer review of their work.
You know, you can change all that on a piece of paper. It doesn't change what's happening outside.
Exactly. It doesn't.
It doesn't change.
Oh, it does too.
You can't say
Of course you-
anything you want, but it doesn't change what's happening.
Listen, if you look at the world through rose-colored glasses, then everything will be rose-colored. So this is also strange. The White House is going viral with social media users suggesting that somebody threw something out of the White House upper-level window, and they think it might have been Melania Trump. The footage shows an unknown individual throwing an object from the top window on the side of the White House to the ground. Clips circulating online didn't have any context around the date, time of the footage or anything like that. The White House confirmed to the Daily Mail that the video was indeed recent. An official said that an object was thrown from the window by a contractor who was doing regular maintenance while the president was gone.
That's not what Trump said. Yeah.
Well, no, then Trump comes along and says, you can't even open those windows. Nothing. It was all done by AI. That's what did it.
So you were not supposed to be able to open those windows, but supposedly they were doing construction of something.
But he wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
I think probably they were building a torture chamber for Melania.
A torture chamber.
For her to use. Let's see what else we have going here.
Of course, if that story had happened to Biden, it'd be 3 weeks.
Yeah. Let's see. Apparently an uprising took place at Alligator Alcatraz.
Oh, really?
On or around Thursday, August 28th, at the notorious Immigrant Detention Center. Its official name is the Everglades Concentration Camp. The site has drawn widespread condemnation, but apparently some detainees managed to contact the outside world by phone and said there was an uprising and there were people injured. The number of guards injured was not known. Guards reportedly used tear gas and indiscriminate beatings to regain control of the facility when an unknown number of suffering captives began to revolt. But there's sure not a lot being said about it other than that. What else do we have here? The House Oversight Committee is releasing tens of thousands of pages, we mentioned this earlier, of Epstein's records, pages of records that have already been made public.
Just re-releasing them.
But there was you had an interesting side story to that, Gina, that some of Epstein's victims are going to start naming their clients' names.
So they're meeting with congressional members today, but they have announced that they're putting their own client list together because they know who was there. So they're like, if you're not going to release the official list, we'll put our own list together, and that could be damaging.
Rudy Giuliani said he experienced more pain than I've ever felt after a car crash last weekend, but expects to recover fully, making his first public remarks on video about the rear-end wreck in New Hampshire. After multiple days in the hospital, Giuliani returned wearing what appeared to be a metal brace under his suit jacket to his America's Mayor Live online program and his show on Mike Lindell TV. There is Lindell TV.
Yeah.
It's an online media platform launched by the guy who invented the pillow, Mike Lindell. The 81-year-old former New York City mayor described Saturday's crash, which happened shortly after but separately from a roadside encounter with someone Giuliani said flagged his vehicle down to seek help. God was very, very good to us.
Oh, geez.
He looked after us, Giuliani said, accompanied by a spokesperson, Ted Goodman. We did the right thing so we can feel good about ourselves and we can be an example.
Who was the girl in your car?
What girl?
What was she doing in your car?
She was my gardener.
Who was she doing in your car?
She was my gardener. She was tending. There's a very large limousine. And we have potted plants.
I saw you in Borat too. I know you.
She was tending to the plants in the limousine. All right, that's it.
Sports weather traffic.
Former head coach Ron McBride, Coach Mac, will be inducted into the Utes Ring of Honor this Saturday as Utah football hosts Cal Poly Mustangs at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Coach McBride coached the Utes for 13 years, was an integral part of establishing the Utah football brand. This is a great honor for him. He's one of my very favorite people, and I'm happy he's being honored in that way. Speaking of the Utes, they moved into the top 25 after their big win over UCLA. I'm looking down the list to see where BYU falls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are not in the top 25.
Gina, they're not on the list. I don't know why you're looking for them.
Salt Lake Bees tonight are home. They're playing El Paso, the Chihuahuas, and it's Bark in the Park. You can bring your puppy to the baseball game tonight. That's your sports. Weather. Should be a nice night for baseball. High of 93 today, mostly sunny. Tomorrow it looks like 88, and we have a chance tomorrow night of thunderstorms. Better chance Friday night into Saturday, it looks like. Let's see, traffic. Let me refresh this, give you the most up-to-date information I can. Front of the program says Loose Cows, Highway 89, Spanish Fork Canyon, just south of mile 308. So loose cows are free cows if you got, if you can round them up. You could probably keep them.
I always have a lasso in my trunk.
Just in case. Vehicle fire, southbound Bangerter Highway approaching 104 south, blocking 2 right lanes. Crash northbound I-15 in Provo. All traffic stopped for a few minutes. This is Center Street in Provo. It's blocking several lanes there. And still lots of slowage northbound I-15 coming through Draper into Sandy. Whatever you're seeing, cows or traffic or anything else, text us 33986.
The Everglades, the alligator, Alcatraz, it's not Everglades concentration camp is not an official name.
No.
It's just something.
That's what it is, though.
Yeah, it's what it is.
All right. We got your list of things that must go coming up after these. Stand by.
It's time for Radio from Hell corrections. We correct things that we get wrong, or we like to call this feature, Excuse Me.
Excuse me.
If you go to x96.com/live, you can see Comic Book Guy saying, excuse me, but I don't think that's the case.
I'm here to make the proper corrections.
All right.
God forbid you go throughout life not knowing the right.
Correction number 1 I have. Earlier in the show, we were talking about traveling in Switzerland and Austria. And Carrie was talking about Lake Luzerne in Switzerland and how lovely that was. And I said, remember when we went to Austria and we were having fondue? And I think I may have said that Austria is the home of fondue. Excuse me, my ears are hurting. Switzerland is home to fondue, not Austria.
They're right next door to each other.
If you had fondue in Innsbruck, it's no wonder it didn't go well. Austria is meat and potatoes, not fondue. Excuse me. So thank you for the correction. Switzerland, home of fondue. Okay.
Well, we have another correction.
Yes.
Country correction.
Ooh.
This is another excuse me for Bill. A few moments ago, we were talking about President Trump flying to Scotland.
Yeah.
And Bill said, well, Scotland isn't part of the UK anymore because of Brexit. It most certainly is still a part of the UK. The UK now consists of England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. That's the UK now, post-Brexit.
But it's still part of the EU, right?
No.
Scotland? Scotland's
I'm not going to say.
Scotland's not a part of the EU? I think it is,
I don't
isn't
know.
it? And that was part of the deal, was that they had the border in Scotland, and there was part of the contention?
That's what I thought, too.
Well, you were saying Scotland is not part of... Oh, now we have to do...
Listen, if this was about the Silver Surfer's real name, I could weigh in.
The people of Scotland voted decisively to remain with the European Union in 2016. The Scottish government was the first administration in the UK to set out a substantive policy response to Brexit in 2016.
They have said, we are a part of the European Union.
All right.
So they're not.
Ireland is part of the EU, not Scotland. Scotland is talking about leaving the UK, as they always have.
Well, they voted to stay with the European Union in 2016. So on December 24, 2020, UK government and the EU announced agreement on core elements of the future. Scottish government has conducted initial analysis agreements, their implications for Scotland. The assessment confirms the Scottish government's long-standing view that Scotland will be worse off outside of the European Union, so they are going to remain with the European Union, which means essentially they're not part of the UK, right? Scottish ministers have consistently highlighted that the UK government failed to engage meaningful with the Scottish government on Brexit. The Scottish government...
EU countries are Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, the Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, and Sweden, not Scotland. Scotland is still part of the
UK. All right.
It's confusing.
And the Silver Surfer's real name is Nurin Rad. Excuse me.
All right.
Was there some question?
Listen, I don't know from Ireland or Scotland. I don't know. All right. But I can help you with this.
All right.
Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
These are things that are really, really bugging you, friends of the program, things that you can't stand anymore. And so what you do is you send them to us. You send these things that must go from your life to us at Radio From Hell at x96.com. You put must go in the subject line. And if we read yours on the air, maybe it'll make you feel better. Maybe these things will go from your life. So let's do it. Carrie, you want to start?
Oh, okay. From the foot of Mount Doom, we have one. When you start a TV series that has multiple seasons and that's already done or canceled on a streaming service, and they don't have all the seasons,
and you have to go to a different service.
You have to go to Google to find out where the other seasons are. You never know how the show ends. And Luther.
I hate that.
All right. Let's see. This one from Tony. Things that must go. Your buddy picking a restaurant downtown, but it turns out to be a ghost kitchen.
That's not a place you eat.
No. Number 2, waiting 45 minutes for the second buddy to show up to the backup restaurant so the host can seat you.
Yeah, we can't seat till your whole party's here.
And having to make an appointment with a GP for a prescription so I can get the COVID vaccine.
Yep.
Screw you, RFK. This one from Dawson. Caretakers who are in such bad health. They're hallucinating, but don't tell you until weeks after while caretaking for a loved one. Making an emergency trip to the hospital urgent enough to make you leave your job must go. Please take care of yourself. All right. Let's see. Here's one from Austin. When I'm playing chess on my phone and the computer has the advantage, it can chase me around the board almost indefinitely. But when we're down to just a few pieces and I'm just about to corner his king for a checkmate, nope, it's a draw. Interesting. Let's see. Lance of Vineyard, things that must go. Please stop attempting to convince me that fries are best dunked in the chocolate frosty before you shove them down your gullet. It's called fry sauce, children. It's delicious. I'm sorry. I like the frosty and the fries. Crazy straws must go.
What?
Because when I'm exhausted, sweaty, and dry mouth, I love to reach for an ice-cold beverage, then proceed to suck on this crazy straw for 3 to 5 seconds before finally enjoying that refreshing deliciousness.
It does take longer to get to your mouth.
As it slowly streams into my mouth with that juice box straw. I'm Mitch Hedberg. Just give me the regular damn straw. These, all right. Let's see, that creature RFK Jr.
Yeah.
and the insane cabinet posse attempting, some successfully, unfortunately, to pull our vaccines, Medicaid, SNAP, insurance, freedom of speech, our firefighters, comedians, and even professional violinists. But I'll be damned if you're going to attempt to limit my beans. Bill nods in agreement.
Yes, I agree.
They're delicious and expensive fiber, protein-packed. They're magical fruit, for crying out loud. I don't know that we should take health advice from a guy just because he's the Secretary of Health and Human Services, if I recall correctly. Said it his damn self, that rodent. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He said it,
Yeah.
said it himself. All right. There you go.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll go next. I got one of my own. When somebody asks you, so how long have you been doing the Radio from Hell show? And the reply is, let's see, 40 years in May. And that person goes, what? Huh, I'll be 40 years old in May.
Did it make you feel old, Bill? Is that what
Well, it made me feel like I'd wasted some of my life. Let's see, this one. No, I mean, I don't.
That was nice.
He's a very nice guy. I'm not casting aspersions on him at all. This is says people who present to an audience and have the speech on the screen for us to read, and then they read it aloud for us along with the words on the screen. Talk about a snooze fest. I really wanted to learn about this topic, but could not stop nodding off as he read the whole thing to us. This one says, feel free to use my name, Dan the driver. My thing that must go are these damned allergies. How can you be both stuffed up and have a runny nose at the same time?
It is weird.
Rest in peace to my raw red nose. No allergy pill really works unless you take a month's worth. And by then, did it really help? Didn't they be gone by a month? Shouldn't they be gone by a month? And then finally, this one. Thank you, Lords, for making every day awesome. Carrie, please share the school lunch peanut butter bar recipe when and if you get it.
I think Katie maybe we can post it on Facebook.
Although we got some peanut butter bars from a friend of Katie's that are the ones.
They were absolutely the ones.
Yeah.
But he got them from a school.
Yeah.
From the supplier.
Yeah.
So that's what I would buy. Find a supplier. Don't try to make them yourself.
Exactly.
Let's see. This one says, must go saying, Yatahe. A Navajo friend said that they laugh at how white people say the word. It's more of a breathy sound at the end. Just like we don't say Utahe for Utah just because it has an H at the end. I don't understand that.
You need to call and say it for us.
Although I know the only time I ever say it is when Navajo Nate calls, and I say, Yatahe Navajo Nate, and he says back to me, and it sounds like he's saying it the same way I am, Yatahe.
Call us, Nate.
Yeah.
All right. Gina?
On the plane, coming back from California, pregnant mom with toddler.
Yes.
She's doing the best she can. God bless her. Now, sometimes parents have kids on the plane, and it's annoying when they don't at least try to keep the kid entertained and quiet. She was trying to keep the kid entertained and quiet. It's hard sometimes on the plane. It is not helpful at the end of the plane ride, as this one man did, turn around and say, thanks a lot for keeping your kid quiet. That's not helpful.
You mean he said it ironically and sarcastically?
Yeah, thanks a lot for keeping your kid quiet on the... By the way, it's an hour flight. It's not like it... She's doing the best do you really think that she... I get it if there's parents not trying to control their kids, but if she's trying, sometimes, especially on a plane, you just can't.
Whenever my kids were little and we traveled on a plane, I had a little, like a safety pin in my hand, and every time they were too quiet, I'd just give them a little tiny poke with a safety pin so they'd cry.
This from Jenny. People shaming me for how I try to get rid of a migraine must go. My chiropractor hates it when I use Western medicine. My neurologist hates it when I try Eastern medicine. They're both happy to tell me the other one is wrong. Listen, I've had a migraine for 12 days. At this point, I'm taping a crystal to my forehead while getting Botox, chasing it with green juice and a couple Advil. Anything short of an exorcism, I will try it.
Sure.
Thanks for letting me listen, Jenny. This from Please Don't Use My Name. I work at a pediatric specialty clinic. People complaining about how long the wait is to get in. Every referral is reviewed by a doctor to make sure we're scheduling appropriately. If a doctor says it's not urgent and the next available appointment is 3 to 4 weeks, that's a good sign. That means your kid isn't in imminent danger. And finally, this, hello, Lords. My thing that must go is the discontinuation of my favorite purse. I've been able to reorder my favorite purse online from the manufacturer for several years. I tried to order a new one recently, and they no longer offer this style of bag. It's not a big name purse. It's just a practical purse. And maybe that's why it's no longer available.
Yeah.
I hate it when anything that I love gets discontinued.
It's like that happens with shoes a lot.
Yeah.
These headphones?
Yeah.
I heard they were going to stop making them. I ordered a case.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what she had.
Thank you.
Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
So northbound I-15 from Lehigh all the way to Sandy, several different incidents have caused there to be lots of slowage through that area, I hate to report. We also have a vehicle on fire southbound Bangor Highway, about 100th south. 2 right lanes are closed there. And let's see if you've sent anything in recently. I haven't had a report on whether those loose cows in Spanish Fork have been collected. If someone could text us and let us know the status of the loose cows, I would appreciate it. 33986.
I used to know who to call to get that taken care of. Not anymore. All right. KXRK Provo, we will take a break. We'll be back after these messages with a song, and then it's the Boner Recap game. Easy to play, easy to win the prize. All you have to do is tell us who won the boner this morning. If you were listening, you know. If you weren't listening, you could guess. But why take that chance? Cheat. Go to x96.com, look for the box that says Boners September 3, 2025. Click on there, and it'll give you the correct answer. What is the prize?
It is a Radio from Hell chicken bucket, which contains a Radio from Hell diner-style mug, a T-shirt, Bill's Good Wishes.
Yes, I smile into each bucket.
But what it does not contain is chicken.
No.
But other things, other goodies.
This one I'm going to make it even more special. I'm going to blow a kiss into the bucket.
Oh,
all right. So we got that for you. If you play the Boner Recap game, 877-602-9696 is the number to call to play. FanX is happening September 25th through the 27th at the Salt Palace. Go to fanxsaltlake.com and use the promo code Broadway, and you will save money on your tickets. Over 100 celebrity guests from your favorite fandoms like Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, The Boys, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, WWE, and more. 20 special guest artists, comic creators, authors, fan favorites. Brandon Sanderson, Veronica Roth, Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti. FanX is designed for everyone, from seasoned convention vets to families looking for a fun outing. Beyond just meeting the stars, FanX offers hundreds of diverse panels, Q&As, and workshops. You can learn about writing, cosplay techniques, or deep dive into discussions about your favorite franchises. It's a massive vendor floor. You can buy all kinds of great stuff. Collectors and shoppers, you'll find exclusive merchandise, rare comic books, original artwork from artists, unique collectibles, fan-made crafts, all that and more. And I'll see you there. FanXSaltLake.com. Enter the promo code Broadway, and you will save money on your tickets. Go now. Now everyone's weighing in on eating dog food.
They have opinions on eating dog food?
Yeah. Wet dog food, Bill? Yucky.
But dry? No. Okay.
But then we get...
It was yucky.
But then we get dry prescription dog food called low-fat, tastes like stovetop stuffing. I tried it because it smelled like stovetop stuffing. Love Sid. So
I didn't understand that comment in the on the text line. I think they're referring to Adam Sandler. Dude made a fortune making fun of mentally disabled or mentally handicapped. How is this okay? Is that what Adam Sandler did?
Who's mentally handicapped?
Is Is it one of his characters?
I don't know. I mean, he acts kind of goofy and loopy, but I don't think he.
I'm not familiar enough with Adam Sandler's oeuvre.
No, I don't.
Does he
No.
have an oeuvre?
Is
really?
that? Am I using the word correctly?
I mean,
Yes, you are.
but...
And I think maybe I think he has an.
I'm sure he has an oeuvre. I'm not familiar enough with it to say.
I mean, I don't. I mean, he acts like loopy and kind of. But I don't think he is that. Is that what they're referring to? They think he's making fun of handy,
Perhaps there
mentally
is
disabled.
a film we're not thinking of.
Could
I
be.
just can't think of.
The Wedding Singer, right? No.
He's brilliant in The Wedding Singer.
Little Nicky. No.
I didn't care for that.
God, how many movies has he done? It's just
IMDb him.
It's
Waterboy was developmentally disabled. Okay, I never saw Waterboy.
I didn't know that.
But he didn't make all his money off Waterboy.
No, he didn't.
I mean, that's one of many.
Yeah.
Not to defend Adam Sandler.
I don't understand. He's made a lot of really dumb movies. Really, he's not dumb.
No.
He's talented. He can make good movies, but he doesn't choose to. I think that's
I think
odd.
he knows where his money comes from.
I guess so.
Somebody says milk bones with peanut butter is an OK Stoned thing, or it was for me 30 years ago.
Milk bones with peanut butter. I don't think so.
was
Unless you dip it in milk, maybe.
There's a show I was watching about how they came up with milk bones. I'm trying to remember.
Another one of your
It's another
documentaries,
documentary
Gary?
that I watched.
It's a
yes.
dog food documentary.
It's how it was the food that built America or something.
You've
It was
gone
like
documentary crazy.
It was like a leftover byproduct of some other process.
And they said, I wonder what
And the
we'd
guy
have.
tasted it, and he goes, I bet my dog would like that.
Oh, it wasn't created for dogs?
No, it
an
was
accidental?
It was an accidental. Milk bones are accidental.
Well, you know what? Listerine mouthwash was not created for mouthwash. It was created to sterilize medical equipment.
And it works for that, too.
And
So put it in your mouth.
And other things came along, and their sales went away. And so they said, well, what can we do? Let's have people rinse their mouths out with it.
I don't trust anything anymore.
I never did.
I got something for you, though.
What?
Because I know that you love Martha Stewart.
I do.
Oh, is it another thirst trap for Bill?
It could be.
I think she's wonderful.
I find her Chardonnay delightful.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
And the corks are all collectors. They're different corks. And they're Martha's face.
Oh, Bill, you need this.
Oh, lovely.
You could turn it into a cork board.
So here is Martha with kind of a short hair parted on the side with a big smile.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And then there's
Thank you.
And there's this one where she has kind of a longer hair, kind of a Rachel almost.
Yeah, yeah.
And a more serious face.
Bill, you should collect them all.
My friend Calvin loves my Chardonnay.
So I'll just start.
Those are nice.
I'll
Thank
just start
you.
bringing you the
Thanks.
corks.
Yeah, I don't drink Chardonnay, so.
I'll start bringing you the corks, and we'll see how many different ones there are.
Collect all the Marthas.
Do you want to hang on to these so you can compare them?
Sure.
And then so that you know.
Yeah.
I probably, if you Google,
I was going to say, Google how many Martha Stewart corks are there? Because maybe there's just like 4. Because it's the same with the Snoop Dogg wine, is that there are different Snoop Dogg faces on them as well.
Oh,
I
save
like-
all those wine corks from these. Somebody's saying.
Yes?
Save them to what I was just saying to make them
Make a cork
cute
board.
craft.
A craft?
I'm going to make a necklace out of them.
MarthaStewart.com is
Does it-
recommending
Does
that.
it say how many are in the collection?
Let me see.
It's at 19 Crimes Wine.
Oh, okay.
That's the wine. If that'll help you narrow your search a little bit, so we can find out if there's like 4 in the collection or 6.
She's 80 now, I think. Isn't she?
Really?
I think so. Yeah, she was in Salt Lake recently to speak at that Qualtrics thing. Oh, that's right. She replaced somebody who was ill. She was. a
I can
last-minute
do it.
addition. I'll be there.
It doesn't say how many.
If you give me enough money.
How many different corks?
But she's
From
saying-
Martha's Chard, CHRD is what it's called.
I'll
she's
bet she
saying-
could knock the stuffing out of Ina Garten. You know, if they put them together and had a fight.
Yeah,
Is this a dream you've had?
She'd knock the stuffing out of her. Yeah, a cat fight between Ina Garten and Martha Stewart.
Katie says I've been planning on making a wine cork wall in my house. I've been saving my corks since I was 21. Oh, well, I can help you.
I can't find a number of how many.
Oh, come on. Someone has to know.
Yeah.
If there's 4 in the collection or the many faces of Martha Stewart.
I'll call Martha
Would
later
you?
on today.
Okay.
Hi, Bill.
Martha.
Oh, they don't tell me anything, Bill.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Martha, see if you can find out for me anything for you, Bill. Wouldn't that be nice?
Listerine is pretty effective for dandruff. What?
Huh. That wouldn't surprise me.
What? You rub it in your hair?
I think so. I don't think gargling with it will help your dandruff. No. I think you have to put it in your hair. I actually use the regular. I don't do it every day, but if my mouth feels particularly like it's a disaster, I use regular
If my mouth
Listerine.
is a disaster.
You know that feeling.
My mouth is feeling like it's a disaster.
Sometimes when you wake up after a week of heavy drinking,
No, I don't know that.
you know, smoking cigars.
Like you do.
Yeah. Like one of those big bottles of Listerine will last me for months.
Carrie, I think you're just going to have to keep drinking this to find out.
Well, I bought a case of it.
Because I can't.
It was on sale.
Good.
It was on sale and it's delightful. So it's a pleasant go-to Chardonnay.
You'll
if
get
you
through.
ever-
You'll get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be nice if there was, whether 12 bottles in a case.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if there were 12 different corks.
I can't imagine.
There's one of me topless. Martha Stewart topless. It's a topless top.
Oh, okay.
Off. Go to hell.
Yes.
Angus in Mapleton is also a little ticked off.
In Mapleton.
Mapleton.
I always liked that song a lot.
Dink is the band. Green Mind.
Man.
Is the song.
We played the hell out of that at one time.
We did, yeah. All right, let's see. Well, yeah, we don't have a caller for the Boner Recap.
Well, what's the prize?
It is a Radio from Hell chicken buck.
Oh, come
which
on.
contains a Radio from Hell diner-style mug. A heavy, substantial mug, suitable for murder, is how big this mug is. A Radio from Hell T-shirt.
Other things.
Other things.
That we have on our desks.
I promise to blow a kiss into the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
The Radio from Hell chicken bucket does not contain actual chicken.
Maybe that's
It's all for you.
maybe that's the problem. Maybe they're waiting
Maybe
for
they want chicken.
I mean, who doesn't want chicken? Does anybody not like chicken?
Probably.
Everybody
Katie's
likes
allergic to chicken,
Yeah.
if I recall.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She's the only person I've ever heard of being allergic to chicken.
Oh. So 877-602-9696.
Bigger and better.
Well, listen, I'll just keep the stuff for myself.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Everyone's gonna be there.
That's fine.
Fun, fun, fun for everyone.
You know, I'm going to take this time and go out and plant a tree. That's what I'm going to do.
Tree?
All right. Let's see. It looks like Richard is here.
Richard?
Yes.
You are there, Richard. How are you?
I am fine, just fine. How about you guys? You guys are awesome today.
It's great.
Thanks, Richard.
You think today we're a little more awesome than usual? Is that what you're saying?
You're always awesome, but today you seem like a little bit above awesome.
Huh, I wonder why that
Oh.
is. Well, thank you. I don't know. It just seems like a kind of a normal day to me.
3-day weekend.
That
Well,
helps,
yeah,
I think.
It does. As a matter of fact, I'm lobbying for we should just always have a 3-day weekend. I think that would be really good. What do you do for a living, Richard?
Well, I drive for a living, so
Okay.
yeah, we do shots and all kinds of fun stuff.
All right. Well, Richard, I'm going to read these 3 boner candidates to you. You tell me the winner, and you will receive a Radio from Hell chicken bucket, which does not contain actual chicken, but it will be, well, I won't even say it'll be packed full of prizes. There'll be a couple of random items in there. And you'll enjoy it, I promise. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. Did you hear these boner candidates earlier?
I did.
All right, you know who won then. Boner candidate number 1. He should get some points for creativity. This is the story of an elderly Japanese woman who was scammed out of $6,700 after the scammer claimed to be an astronaut stranded in a spaceship, and he was facing an emergency, and he needed her to send him money so that he could buy oxygen and stay alive. I just give him
Now,
points for creativity.
there's a lot going on with this story. I'm wondering how does he get the money to the people
It's
that
Venmo. It's Venmo.
that will give him the air?
It's Venmo.
But then that means that the air must be in the spacecraft somewhere.
Yeah.
Is there a dispenser
just
that
have
can
to
only
turn it back
open
on. It's
when
coin operated,
when
Carrie.
it's activated?
Yeah, it's-
Are you sending him quarters?
Yeah, it's coin-operated oxygen machine. That's what it is. Then there was boner candidate number 2. He literally fell through the ceiling. I quite liked this one. This happened out in Midvale. There was the cops were after a fugitive. They saw him go into the Springs Apartments in Midvale, and this fugitive guy, he says, "I know how I'll get away from the cops. I'm going to go up into the attic through the ceiling." And so he did that, and I guess he made his way from one apartment over to the other apartment, and he didn't count on the fact that it's very flimsy, and he fell through the ceiling onto the floor of this guy's apartment, and the cops easily arrested him at that point. And then boner candidate number 3. Now, Your Honor, he just merely tried to gouge out his wife's eye. He just tried. He wasn't successful. He just tried. So this terrible case of spousal abuse in Oklahoma by an Oklahoma state representative who is not a drag queen. And he apparently tried to gouge out his wife's eye. He tried to run his wife and daughter off the road.
But he didn't do
tried.
it.
And so because he was not successful, he received a suspended sentence. Now, if he'd actually gouged the eye out,
well, then
I would have had some problems. So those were the 3 candidates. Richard, who was the winner?
Well, I've never been assaulted by a drag queen yet, so I'm going to say number 3.
That was correct.
That is correct.
You have won a chicken bucket. I'd like to see you driving around town wearing it on your head. Drive around town.
Now, Richard, there is a postcard in the chicken bucket. So fill it out.
Sweet.
And mail it back
it
to
in
us.
mail.
Okay.
All right.
All right?
All right.
I'll do that.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hang on, Richard.
All right. We will take a break. We will be back after these messages with some big boy news and opinioendo. Stand by for that. UtahAdvocates.com.
You know, the 100 deadliest days of summer are over. But still, we need folks to be super cautious. Kids are back in school. They're playing sports and doing stuff. Accidents really do happen at all times of the year.
Advocates are great people. The Utah Advocates, they are small, a boutique law firm. They take your case very seriously, and they treat it personally. So if you have been in an accident or a family member's been in an accident, you're pretty sure it's not your fault, call the Advocates. Now, this is any kind of an accident, like a motorcycle. If you've been injured while jogging, there was a story in the news yesterday about a woman who was run over by somebody on an electric bike. So any of those kind of things, dog bites, call the Advocates. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 801-355-5550. You will not pay any money out of pocket. They'll only get some money when they get you a settlement. UtahAdvocates.com.
It's off often said that the people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah word of the day. And today's word is...
Ta. Ta. Listen carefully. You'll hear the mayor of Mona, Utah, and his son Denver have a conversation with ta words sprinkled liberally throughout. Now the mayor of Mona, Don Criddle.
I'm the mayor of Mona, Utah, Don Criddle, and I've got a message for the town councils of some of Mona's neighboring communities. We here in Mona are tired of taking in your people. There's folks from down to Nephi and folks from up to Santaquin and some from the surrounding areas, like over to Goshen, who've been flooding across our town borders. They're coming to the Young Living Lavender Farm. They're coming to use our rope swing out to the pond. And these border crossers aren't the best people. A lot of them are drinkers and smokers and such. Now, I'm sure some of them are very fine people, but it's just too much. So today, I'm going to authorize our town council to take action.
What kind of action do you think the council will take, Daddy? Because if it was up to me, I know what I'd do about this immigration problem. I know what to do to stop it, Daddy.
I'm probably going to be sorry I asked this, but what you would the future mayor of Mona, Denver Criddle, what would you do to stop the flow of them people coming to our town?
It's simple, Daddy. We got to build a wall. We got to build a big wall, a beautiful wall, the biggest, the best wall all around Mona City. That would stop it.
All right, Denver, a wall. You're right. That would control them immigrants from Santaquin and the like from coming here. But hell, son, that's a lot of work to build a wall around the whole city. You need materials and manpower for a project such as that, don't you know?
I know, Daddy. And I got an idea about that, too. We get a bunch of junked cars from the auto salvage place, and then we pile them junkers all around the town border. And then, you know what we also have an embarrassing abundance of here in Mona, don't you?
Yep. That would be tumbleweeds. We do have an embarrassment of tumbleweeds in this town.
That's right, Daddy. We got more tumbleweeds than we have residents of Mona. So we take as many tumbleweeds as we need, and we put them all around the border, kind of fill in any gaps that there might be. Because I'm telling you, Daddy, folks trying to sneak into Mona from up to Santaquin or down to Nephi will get one look at that junk car and tumbleweed barricade. They'll hightail it right back to wherever they came from.
Son, I think you may have something. I'm going to head over to the council meeting right now and pitch it to them.
Will you tell them it was my idea, Daddy? It was my idea.
No, I won't. I'll tell them that this idea came from the future mayor of Mona, Utah, whose last name just happens to be Criddle.
But it was my idea, Daddy, not the future. Oh, wait, that is me, isn't it, Daddy? Tell them that I am their retribution.
Denver, you don't catch on quick, but you do eventually catch on.
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah word of the day.
Well, that's over.
All right, 9:21. It is time for Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by
Laser Maestro presents Rush only at Clark Planetarium. Step inside Friday and Saturday nights. Feel the power of Rush like never before. Stunning visuals, heart-pounding sound, legendary music surround you in every direction. Experience the ultimate Rush tribute. Visit clarkplanetarium.org.
All right, thank you.
Well, our good friend Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee.
Mike Lee?
Heard Donald Trump, who never served in the military, by the way.
Nope.
Going on bloviating about how we really need to change the name of the Department of Defense back to what it was before, I guess before World War II. It was the Department of War. Department of Defense, it's kind of passive. We need to be aggressive. We need to, and Mike Lee, who never served in the military either, is now introducing legislation because that's what he knows his good friend Donald Trump would want him to do.
No,
he doesn't even have to ask him.
Bill, not his good friend. Mike Lee wants to be his good friend.
Yeah.
Please let him sit at the cool kid table at lunch. Please.
Yeah, I should say he's introducing legislation to change the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War because he hopes that Donald Trump will notice that he's done this.
Now can we be friends?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm doing it. Look at me, Mom. Look at me,
Mikey.
I am nervous about this, though, in that this could pass this Congress. Why not?
Yeah,
this seems like the kind of thing they get behind.
Well, it's easy to do. It's changing a sign.
Yeah,
Saturday Night Live is welcoming 5 new featured players for the upcoming 51st season, including Please Don't Destroy writer Ben Marshall.
He's a redheaded guy. Right?
Marshall has been an SNL writer since 2021, so he certainly knows the ropes. He will he will join stand-up comedian Tommy Brennan, Jeremy Culhane, Cam Patterson, and Veronica Slowakowska. The new cast members come after the exodus of Heidi Gardner, Michael Longfellow, Emil Joachim, Devin Walker departed the show. October 4th is the first.
Oh, October 4th?
Is the first SNL.
And I think that means that the Do Not Destroy video guys are not going to be there either.
But they're still writers on
They're still writers, but they're not going to do videos anymore?
Yes. Michael Stipe has clarified some of the most legendarily misheard lyrics to REM's It's the End of the World as We Know It and I Feel Fine.
It's about time.
The rapid-fire lyrics to the classic 1987 single have long been the source of speculation among fans, with Stipe's signature under-enunciated delivery style during the band's early days only further muddying the waters. He took to Blue Sky over the weekend, sharing a Simpsons meme in which Homer claims to be able to sing every word to the song, only to be told that nobody can. I can, Michael Stipe quipped.
Well,
in further posts, he confirmed the correct lyrics to a couple of the song's most famous and often misheard lines. It's left of west and coming in a hurry, with the furies breathing down your neck, he wrote.
Breathing down your neck.
It's team-by-team reporters baffled, trumped, tethered, cropped. Look at that low playing. Fine, then. Well, that clears everything up, doesn't it?
All right.
The first one sort of does, but that last one, Stipe's post confirmed that many of the Internet's most trusted lyric sources have been incorrect for many years, not helped by the fact that REM chose not to print their lyrics in album liner notes.
That was the problem I had.
During their time with the IRS records in the 1980s. I don't know why they didn't want to do that, but they didn't. Well, looks like maybe Sydney Sweeney is dating Scooter Braun.
Ew.
Yuck.
I guess both of you, ooh.
Yeah.
Our sources say that...
now, come to think of it, you're perfect for each other. That's fine.
Yeah.
When I say our sources, I mean their sources. Tell us Scooter and Sydney have been seeing each other and been on multiple dates. But it's casual.
Our sources don't have any good information.
No. Sydney has just ended a relationship, and she's doing what girls in their 20s do. She's dating. Okay. Sydney and Scooter first sparked dating rumors a couple of months ago when they were spotted together in Venice during the Bezos Sanchez wedding, and they were
see, ew.
Yeah, they were
all of it.
They were among the celebrity guests. More than 100 containers with unknown contents were found on the shore near the shore were found on the shore and near the shore of Montague Island in Alaska. Now it says with unknown contents. I don't know how old this story is, but you'd think they'd know by now.
Don't open them.
The U.S. Coast Guard says its Marine Safety Unit Valdez received the alert about the unmarked drums scattered across the coastline. The drums varied in size from 5-gallon drums to 55-gallon drums. Gulf of Alaska Keepers, a nonprofit organization funded by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, were the ones that alerted them to the containers. Coast Guard recovered all of the drums.
No, I would love it if this story just remained that.
Yeah.
100 mysterious containers. Well, we'll never know what they are.
Yeah.
We just have these containers.
It says here that several groups are helping the U.S. Coast Guard trying to figure out what's in the drums. Well, what? Just open one.
What if there's aliens in it?
Well, then it's time for them to be released.
It's more than likely some harmless nuclear waste.
Now, I don't know if we have a picture of these guys, but these are apparently the front runners to be the next James Bond. Jacob Elordi, Callum Turner, and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Now, I'm the picture I've got here, and I don't know if we have it. There it is.
There we
go. I'm telling you that unless Aaron Taylor Johnson cleans up a little bit, he's not. Unless they're going to start playing James Bond as a caveman.
So Jacob Elordi is Frankenstein's monster in the new Guillermo del Toro. And Aaron Taylor Johnson has been in plenty of things without a beard.
Yeah.
And he's a handsome man.
He was.
Why is he choosing to hide it though?
Well, he's in because he's in the 28 years later.
Yeah,
and you don't shave in the zombie apocalypse, Bill.
Mm-hmm. I would pick him actually.
He's great. He's a good action guy.
That guy in the middle, Callum Turner, I don't know, but he looks too dim-witted to be James Bond.
He's not handsome enough for James Bond.
But
the other two handsome enough. For James
Daniel Craig handsome.
He's
in his way,
with those ears.
In his own way.
Don't look at those ears.
Drummer Frank Beard has returned to ZZ Top. Following a second break from the Elevation Tour due to medical reasons, the doctors did what they did, so now I'm able to do what I do. Happy I'm back to the band with business as usual. He's been kind of closed mouth about it's foot and ankle issues.
Well, it's all the pedal,
I guess,
work that he does with the drums, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Weather?
Okay, mostly sunny, high of 93 today, overnight low 65. Tomorrow, high of 88. Looks like our next chance of maybe rain/thunderstorm will be Thursday night into Friday. That kind of hangs around for the first part of the weekend, it looks like. We dropped down into the 80s for the weekend, which will be nice. 60% chance of rain on Saturday. We do have the U game up at Rice Eccles on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Have to see if that affects that at all. Cascade Collision Repair, Utah's leader for certified repairs. Get a free estimate online at cascadecollision.com or in person, including their newest location in West Valley City.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with your concert and community calendar after these. Stand by. RenaissanceRanch.com.
You know, Renaissance Ranch has been in the business of helping men get sober, get away from being addicted to drugs or alcohol for, I think, like 20 years. Family-owned, local family-owned addiction treatment center, Renaissance Ranch. If you know a man in your life that's having trouble struggling with drugs or alcohol, Renaissance Ranch is who you should contact. Or maybe it's you. Contact Renaissance Ranch. They are very understanding. They offer residential and inpatient, residential and outpatient services, I should say. Staffed by recovering addicts who have great empathy. They know what you're going through. Renaissance Ranch, help is out there for you. Schedule a free consultation. You can read some compelling success stories online at RenaissanceRanch.com. That's RenaissanceRanch.com. They accept most private insurance and Medicaid.
I want to know
how you're feeling, Gina. Are you okay? Because you drank some caffeine.
Well, so we had the donut critic on today who brought in these new caffeinated protein drinks.
Well, they're chocolate milk.
Which are, and they're super tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that was part of the problem.
Well, now what he said is that the regular ones are a caffeine equivalent to a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And then there's this one that is 2 cups.
I didn't have that one.
You didn't have this one.
I had the 1 cup, but my heart's going blah, 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 blah.
From that one can.
Well, but see, I already had a coffee this morning.
I was going to say, because you stop for coffee every morning.
And a Diet Coke. This is almost gone.
And
so
she has a Diet Coke.
I had these previously.
Gina,
I think that was not a good move.
Gina, I had a Coke Zero this morning.
Uh-huh.
Then I've been working on my coffee, my Mill Creek coffee here, and then I drank one of these as well. These things that he brought in that are caffeinated, and you know what? I could take a nap right now. I mean, I'm fine.
I'm tired all the time.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. I'm just tired all the time.
Tired.
You poor thing.
I mean, I'm kind of feeling it. I can feel it right about here.
But you've had, how much coffee have you had this morning?
Well, this morning when I get up, I had, I'm not quite sure how to describe it. The stuff I put in my water that's supposed to wake me up and invigorate me.
But that's caffeine, isn't it?
I don't know if it has caffeine in it or not. It's got some sort of vitamins of some kind in it. And then I have my Mill Creek coffee. Guatemalan today. And then I had this just now, strawberry milk with caffeine. And like I said, I wasn't feeling it until a few moments ago, and now my eyes started to twitch.
You got a twitch?
Oh, I forgot to mention, on top of all of this stuff that I've had, I take a Pro Vigil every morning.
Oh yeah,
which is which is like airline pilots wake up pills.
Special trucker aspirin.
And you're still fine.
Yeah,
you're still.
Yeah, I could drink a pot of coffee and go to bed at night.
Tired all the time. Because I'm tired all of the time. And my pants are heavy.
I'm just a poor little heavy panted tired boy. Yeah, I'm sorry that it affected you that way because these are delicious.
They are tasty.
I know what it was. You see, I drank the vanilla flavor, and you drank the chocolate flavor.
I had strawberry.
And you had strawberry. I think the vanilla flavor, even though they all have the same amount of caffeine in them, I believe, the vanilla flavor would still just be not as effective because it's vanilla.
No naps for me.
Do you take a nap?
Yes.
Of course she does.
I almost never take a nap. I have to be exhausted before I'll take a nap.
You stop by Beto's on the way home. You eat under the overpass.
I have my systems.
And then you go home and nap.
Are you regular?
Yes.
Oh,
in fact,
good.
I gotta go. Right,
Do you ever
'cause
fall?
I got another thing going.
Do you ever fall asleep in the car?
Yes.
All right.
While you're driving? Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
How long was that?
That was 3.5 minutes.
See, Trent is on the line, but I know he can't start until I get his music intro.
Yeah, that's showbiz, Carrie.
That
You
is
don't
just
walk in the
Showbiz
room until the
101.
right music is playing.
The entry music.
Yeah,
you know.
walk up. Walk up
there we go.
So here we go. All right.
Well, here he is,
is.
old Green Eyes himself.
There it is.
It's Trent Falcone. What color are your eyes, Trent?
They would be brown, Bill.
Old Brown Eyes himself.
Yes.
Trent Falcone. Here
Hey,
he's.
you know what, though?
What?
Today they can be green. Whatever. They can be green. They can do whatever.
All right. Mr. Falcone is Mr. Live Nation, and he's here to tell us about all of the fine concerts that will be happening under that auspices.
You're damn right I am. So let's get to it,
Okay.
shall we?
You bet.
Everybody's still recovering from the long weekend, so we're just going to jump to the next weekend. Let's be honest. We just want to get to the weekend.
All
But
right.
it's a good one. Friday night, September 5th, Legends. Two legends, one stage. Billy Idol with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. That's out at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater.
Have you met Billy
Saturday
Idol?
night.
Have you met Billy Idol before, Trent?
I have not met Billy Idol. I really am hoping I can.
This is where Bill wants to tell everybody he's met Billy Idol.
I just want to say, I think it's important to note that he is a very, very nice man.
Didn't you have there was a story? Didn't you have share a piece of pizza with him or something? What's the story there?
No, that was
Peter Murphy.
Peter Murphy.
Yeah. Peter Murphy.
And they kissed.
Yeah, I got to meet Billy Idol and interview him for quite a while.
Who goes first on this ticket? Is it Billy?
Joan Jett.
Joan goes first?
Yeah, Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, what else we got?
Good show. Saturday, September 6th at the Depot, you've got MC Magic and Lil Rob, and then also the same night, 3 more alternative legends. It's the big-ass show all over again.
It looks like it.
Offspring, Jimmy Eat World, and Newfound Glory, also out at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater. Should be a great show. And then Sunday night, September 7th at Urban Lounge, you've got Anthony Green. So on sales Friday, 10 a.m., pretty quick week. Zara Larson, March 10th, coming to the Depot. And again, we're just going to give you giveaways for the entire weekend. So you're going to get 2 tickets to see Anthony Green. On Sunday night, you're going to get 2 tickets to see The Offspring on Saturday night, and you're going to get 2 tickets to see Billy Idol on Friday night. All of those tickets will be in will call.
All right, call 877-602-9696. First come, first serve. Tell Dawson what...
Hudson.
It's Hudson. Tell Hudson what tickets you want, and first come, first serve. Trent, thanks so much as always.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Can I just say, I absolutely love that you guys know Bill's story quicker than he can pull up a name. It's great.
I know where he's going.
Other things that are going on this weekend. Let's see. On Friday, you have the Dying Breed Tour with Wade Foster with Stillhouse Junkies over at the Stateroom. You've got, I think it's Ondara Presents. It's the Jetstone Conspiracy with Noah Vaughn over at the Commonwealth Room. Jason Boland and the Stranglers over at Soundwell. And stepping on Main, it's the Trash Panda Drum Group over at Eccles Theater. I think it's right outside of the lobby and things. You also have the 90s Block Party over at Trolley Square. There's going to be food trucks and music and a whole big thing at Trolley Square. It's kind of cool. And then Something's Brewing at the Nature Center at it's Pia Okwai, I think. Okwai. It's there's a link to the address and things on the website. Saturday, you have Pure and Array and the band. It's an all ages at Commonwealth Room. You've got Walter Trout at the Stateroom. It's Emo Night Brooklyn over at the Complex. V2 is presenting Grabbits. It's the big epic tour at Soundwell. Grabbits is a wonderful DJ that I love dearly and will be seeing at Lost Lands in a couple of weeks. Then something that I would love to attend to if I wasn't going to the Offspring. Hot in Her. It's the 2000s dance party over at Metro Music Hall.
Hot in Here?
Yeah, Hot in Here. It's
getting
the,
hot in here.
The Nelly song, Hot in Her. Also, the Movement and Tribal Seeds are going to be here over at the Granary Live on Saturday. And you've got the over at East River Front Park. I think it's kind of down south a little bit. You have the 9/11 Heroes Run. It's a 5K, so there's a map and link there. So if you have to avoid roads, you can. The Afro Utah Festival is going on at Library Square, and then like we said, the Utes are playing. Is it
Cal Poly?
Cal Poly. Okay, over at Rice Cycles. On Sunday, you've got Tara Reid over at the Complex, which is a really cool DJ that I do enjoy as well. And then the Summer Showdown Block Party still going on, Pulp Fiction versus SLC Punk. Snowbirds Oktoberfest is happening. You've got the Summer Bazaar over at Mill Creek Commons, the big Cottonwood Canyon Flea Market at the Brighton Resort, along with their not Oktoberfest event going on. So go Brighton on that. It seems fun. The Salt Lake Greek Festival is happening this weekend at the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church. It is Friday through Sunday, so you can go check that out. The food, amazing. Also, the Utah's own rodeo over at the fairgrounds is happening. I think the fair is just about to start this weekend. I think I forgot to add that to the schedule.
That's kind of a big.
Yeah, I think that's
the fair
starting
starts.
this weekend. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
the 5th, I think.
Utah Fair. And then the Hot Wheels Monster Truck live glow and fire over at the Maverick Center. That's happening this weekend. And then, of course, all your farmers markets, Murray, downtown, Sandy City, Sunnyvale, and South Jordan, always all on Saturday, Wheeler Farm on Sunday.
Yeah, the 5th through the 15th for the fair.
And then these farmers markets, I think, will be starting to end soonish, probably closer to October, but I will double check on those dates. Don't say you don't have anything to do this weekend.
Boy,
there is a lot going on.
When you go to the state fair,
Mm-hmm.
take a picture of the butter sculpture. I want to know what it is this year. I don't think I'll go to the fair myself. Well, I don't know. Maybe we ought to go on over there and get a turkey leg.
I've been to the fair once in my life.
I'm sorry, it's the 4th through the 14th.
Oh, okay, so it starts tomorrow.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I want to know what the butter sculpture is this year. Maybe I'll go because I haven't had a turkey leg in a while.
There you go. I'm going to have a turkey leg at Lost Lands.
Funnel cake.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Funnel cake.
And one of them, they do a French fry there where it's just one potato, and they just
It's that spiral?
They just spiral cut the whole potato
Yeah.
and then fry it up.
They're doing an ice cream festival and a cattleman's beef feast.
Wow.
It doesn't happen to say what this butter sculpture is this
It's
year.
a cow.
It's a cow.
It's a cow.
Well, it's a cow doing something. Like one year was a cow
it needs to be a Highland fluffy cow.
It was a cow knitting a shawl, and there was a cow jumping over the moon, and all sculpted out of butter. There was a cow working on a car.
I guess you're just going to have to go.
Yeah.
Report back.
Okay. Well, maybe I will.
Take a photo for yourself, and then we can show it on the video.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I got for you. If there's
Thank
a
you.
bunch going on, go do something this weekend.
Thank you very much. All right, so we will take a break, play a song, and crawl towards the exits after these. Stand by. Zero Res.
Yeah, maybe have Zero Res come to your house and then go to the fair while you're waiting for the carpets to dry. And by the time you're done at the fair and come home, they'll be dry. That could happen because it dries fast is the point I'm getting at. It used to be you'd have your carpets clean. Took days to dry, not with Zero Res patented technology. Get your carpets clean the right way without the use of detergents or harsh chemicals. Helps them stay cleaner longer, safe for both kids and pets. And they want you to fall back in love with your carpets and with breathing the air in your home. Yes, they will clean your air ducts too. They are dirtier than you think they are, especially if you have pets. All kinds of dander and hair get stuck in your air vents, and then you're breathing that. Have them clean it out for you. You can get any carpet of any room clean for just $43 and 15% off air duct cleaning services when you mention X96. Just make sure you say that when you book your appointment. You can do that by calling 866-0RES or go online, zerores.com to schedule your appointment today. Zero Res.
The sponsor, Gina?
Open your world to a whole new taste with Clearwater Distillery, a distillery that colors outside the lines, producing fearless, innovative spirits such as the Renee
Armagnac.
Okay. Josephine Eau de Vie, Lorenz sugarcane-based spirit, and Scandalust cinnamon whiskey, the only distillery in Utah County open on Sundays.
Have another drink, it'll make you feel better. Have another drink, it'll feel all right.
And here he is, the sole proprietor, manager, partner, and stockholder of the Wine Academy of Utah, the one, the only, Jimmy Santangelo. Yes, it's Have Another Drink with Jimmy. Good morning, Mr. Santangelo.
Good morning. Oh, man. Super excited about Clearwater Distilling that we're featuring today. Their Scandalust whiskey.
Scandalust.
Scandalust.
Oh,
And the second you poured this, before I saw the bottle, I could smell the cinnamon the minute you poured it.
It burst right out of the glass. And what's really neat about this is a flavored whiskey. It's about 99% corn-based whiskey, aged for a number of years. And then they're steeping in just tons and loads of high-quality cinnamon sticks. There's not syrups added. There are not syrups added. There's no artificial flavoring or coloring that's added. They don't even chill filter it out. So sometimes you'll get a little settling in there, but that just means it's all those beautiful bits and flavors and things like that, if it may cloud. It will not leach when adding water. Sometimes that'll cloud it up in other spirits like Pernod or something like that. But anyways, this is the cinnamon whiskey by Clear. I just like this stuff. I mean, it's pretty good.
Unsweetened cinnamon whiskey.
Now, I went down to the distillery with you and met the people who run it, Matt Auclair and Stephanie Auclair.
Yep.
And I said to Matt, I don't really care for flavored whiskeys that much.
Yeah.
I've had cinnamon whiskeys, and I'm, and he said, just
try
this.
it.
Just try this. I think maybe I can change your mind. Yeah, he did. He changed my mind.
He did. You haven't finished the bottle yet, so you're not entirely convinced.
It's almost gone, though. And that wasn't. We weren't down there that long ago.
It's a good argument. He's posing. Yeah.
But help me with this though, because do you drink it straight or what do you mix it with?
Great question. So a little bit of chill. This would be nice with an apple pie at a dessert, right? But it makes a hell of a Manhattan. This with a little bit of Italian vermouth or sweet, whatever sweet vermouth you have. It's a stir down drink. Just stir it down. Maybe a little bitters, but I wouldn't necessarily play around with the bitters because the cinnamon adds that kind of additional component to that mixed drink. This we've even used. A friend of mine, she paired this with over the holidays, warm apple cider on the stove. She put a bottle of this, and then she had brandy. Her grandmother always likes brandy right there. And then they actually had, what's the whiskey you like? The Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey.
So 101 it was, and then she said she could tell which was popular by how low the bottle got, and this won out based on people.
Excellent.
Now, this apparently, I'm just looking at the notes here, Clearwater Scandala Cinnamon Whiskey took a silver award at, what's the TAG?
So the TAG, it's a global awards spirits competition every year held in Las Vegas, and they won silver in their category.
That's great. And
pretty cool.
They're such nice people. And you pointed out the Auclairs, that's their last name. What does that mean?
Yeah, Clearwater. Auclair.
Is that
Yeah.
See,
and that is in fact their surname.
That's amazing. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
They're super cool and
I was directing a friend down there.
Oh, okay.
He says like, I'm in town and I'm in Utah County. What do I do? And I'm like, well, it's Clearwater. And I think
Where is the Clearwater in Utah County?
You can buy spirits from them at their location on Sunday. So you can go. They're open on Sundays.
Yep.
You can buy whiskey and gin. They make a gin and a bunch of stuff. And they also have a humidor, a walk-in humidor, and you can buy cigars there.
The cinnamon whiskeys are really gaining in popularity, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. There's a number of strongly flavored spirits. It's this is complete projection, but the reason is that a lot of the bourbons and aged whiskeys, those are expensive. They take time. This is a product that can go right to market right away.
Oh, really?
You're creating a quick year. You can outsource that or make it yourself and do the barrel age. Steep it with some really high quality components such as this, the cinnamon whiskey, and there's more flavorings, but not everybody decides to do it the hard way with actual stuff. It's easy just to get a 5-gallon bucket of liquid flavoring and dump it in, cold compounding, stir it about, but these guys aren't doing that, and that's respectful.
You don't want that. This is the stuff to get if you're going to be buying the cinnamon whiskey.
Go to their website, by the way. That's the best way to look at their products and find out where they are. It's the Clearwater Distilling Company. Just search for Clearwater Distilling Company, and you'll find their website. Great stuff. Mr. Santangelo.
Well, now, is this in the store? Or...
Yeah. And by the way, it's on sale, $3 off, $26.99.
Okay.
So super easy. Have it with some nice unfiltered apple juice. Have it as a Manhattan. Have it anyway. It's a flavorful one.
Apple juice. I'm going to do that.
Wine Academy of Utah. What do you got coming up?
Next week in June, we've got the Westerner on the 13th, where we're doing Spirits for Dad for Father's Day. And then the following week on Thursday, we're over at the Leonardo Museum. Look forward to seeing you there.
And we will be hearing from you next time from where?
From Scotland. I'll be calling in next Friday from Scotland, and I'll be I'll have a dram in hand, I'm sure.
It's very exciting. WineAcademyofUtah.com is the website to get a hold of Jimmy and see where he's going to be at. Thank you for bringing this. Is delicious.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Cheers.
If you feel down and you're under the weather, have another drink and you feel all right.
9:53.
Just looking through some of the stuff at the Utah State Fair this year.
It's a great state fair, I hear.
My state fair is a great state fair. And it says popular fair foods.
Mhm.
What is the most popular food of the state?
Corn dog.
Yep. Corn dog, funnel cakes, cotton candy, and caramel corn.
Corn dogs because they're portable.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason.
Food on a stick is handy at the fair.
And then you get
You have to eat something with utensils.
Nope.
You can get deep fried butter. They got.
Do you think anybody actually eats that? Really?
I would.
Deep fried Oreos.
I mean, that, of course, I would eat.
Deep fried cinnamon rolls.
Mmm.
Fried pickles.
Mmm.
How about having a frozen banana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had one.
Hamburger on donuts.
No.
I don't want that. Let's see.
Hamburger on donuts.
No, like instead of a
Yeah,
bun.
Instead of a bun.
Oh, it's a donut?
You slice a donut in
No.
half.
I don't know.
Put a hamburger on it.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss, of course, the Oakdale Egg Frittata Frenzy.
Sounds dangerous.
What's going on? That'll be exciting. And,
All right.
Hey, y'all, it's Cowboy Carl Delmont.
And me, Tourette's Willie.
From Star 109 Country. Join us this weekend for the Bishop's Mistake County Fair.
It's gonna be great.
That's right, Willie. Special guests include country superstar Toby Tritt Greenwood, funny man Danny the Plumber Guy, the Hartsdale's Family Freak Show, and Tony Hackett and his puppet Hot Chili, the world's naughtiest Mexican. And don't forget the annual hay eating contest.
Oh, the Bishop's Mistake County Fair.
You bet, Willie. And look out for the Star 109 Country Bumpkin. He'll be there passing around food stamps and fart spray. See y'all there.
See you.
I've heard that a million times.
Tourette's-
It still makes me laugh.
Tourette's Willie.
Food stamps and farts.
They go together. And giant smoked turkey legs right here.
Yep.
The fair. And then another fun thing to do at the fair is to count how many of the ride operators have tattoos.
Well,
You mean like all of them?
all of them?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Yeah.
I mean, anymore.
It would be more interesting to find.
Mm-hmm.
When I was
my therapist has tattoos.
Yeah, when I was at the beach in San Diego this weekend, I mean, everybody, like maybe 1% of people at the beach don't have a tattoo. It's just,
honestly, it's the minority seems to not have tattoos.
Yeah.
Right.
It does seem that way.
You
It
know?
makes me
Mm-hmm.
feel. It makes me feel as stupid to have them. You know,
See, I'm counterculture because I don't have one.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I'm counterculture because I have one, but it's not visible.
It's just for you. It's
Just for me.
It's for private use.
Right here.
He doesn't even let his wife look at it. He takes off his shirt. He says, "Wait a minute, I have to cover up my tattoo."
Actually, she said something weird the other day.
About your tattoo?
Because it's on this arm, and this is the side, and she's on that same side of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, if I ever had to identify your body, if your right arm was gone, I might not be able to.
The rest, she's unfamiliar with the rest of your body?
Apparently. That tattoo is the
tattoo, I got
the
it.
only
but-
thing I really see.
I said, well, do you want me to get another one for the other arm?
Yeah, matching.
All right. Let's do the promo.
I wonder what friends of the program are thinking.
I wonder if friends of the program have any questions or comments about what's going on in the world.
I wonder if friends of the program prefer margarine or butter.
Well, we could find out the answers to these questions and more if we do a Hello, Yeah, What?
Well, thank goodness. We're doing Hello, Yeah, What? Tomorrow's Radio from Hell show, X96.
Butter.
See, I wrote that, Bill, before I knew you were going to ask about the butter cow. I had butter
And
on the mind.
deep fried butter.
Yeah.
Have you had the deep fried Oreos, though?
Yeah, they're wonderful. With ice cream? Have them in a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There we go. Yep.
All right. Fine job as always, Katie. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
I'm counterculture.
Artie Fufkin is